So the only thing that I think you may have missed, or maybe I just didn't hear it, is that your meeting is going to be tomorrow night.
Yes.
After we pick
No,
up on
I
this.
missed that.
Okay, so yes, you told the Castellanters, hey, we've got a meeting set up. Be there or be square. And yes, a meeting at the docks tomorrow night. I don't believe it was discussed in person, but they said that you guys will reconvene at Castle.
Oh, I
Villa to
did
head to
forget
the docks.
something else. My dad.
Oh,
is
I
friends
didn't-
with the
right,
vampires.
Your dad is friends with the Castellanters, yes.
Yeah, I wrote that down. Shava sees her dad come out of the house.
Yes. So, with that, it's a pleasant enough day at the market. You see the town crier.
Die.
What a beautiful day.
Murdered.
Previously to it, his report was based on the increasing crime, street warfare that's being broken out, specifically in regards to the Xanathar's crimes. You know, this many arrests, you know, lock your doors at night, the Xanathar will come and find you, and then you kind of feel that hair rising on the back of your neck there, Shava, as the ground erupts, and from it you see this absolutely massive mammal with kind of like an armored skull, and the rest of it, I mean, the model's
Does it
right
have
here.
legs?
It does in fact have legs.
Is that him?
Four of them. Yeah.
Him?
Wow. Did you paint him?
Yes.
Reminds me of
This
Lilith.
looks really nice.
My last notes of last time is land shark. Bailey wants to catch it.
It kind of looks like some type of insect.
Oh, I think it looks like a very grumpy like mole
Or
a
a
digger guy.
or a
Lizard.
or an
Urgrax. An Urgrax? Or, what's the name of it? I think what they're called. Or,
Anybody want him?
I'll take him. So it is tiny and adorable. However, compared to the size of your miniatures, it is a rather large monstrosity. I mean, it snapped this guy in half basically when it
yummy.
popped out of the stage. So you hear the and like the splintered wood of the platform that he was standing on flies out into the air. The crowd totally erupts, and you hear this and it shakes it around violently, tossing the body aside, and it kind of starts to carve through the ground, heading off in the yes.
Can I roll persuasion or not perception?
Yep.
Can't think. Sorry. To see if I can see any type of tattoos or markings or anything like that, to see if it belongs to a specific gang.
Holy shit. Yes, actually you can.
Better not fuck this
Go,
up for
go,
me.
Shava, go.
ooh.
19 plus 7. 26.
Matt Mercer doesn't behave like this under pressure.
So, yes. Hold on. To make you small?
So on iPad you can do a floating window,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm trying to do the floating window, but it's staying large, and I want it to be smaller so it's not covering the whole reason I'm doing it as a floating window.
So,
What if you hold it to see if you can change sizes or anything?
Drip it. Yeah, it's a drip inching it maybe?
Nope, I'll just move it to
do
the
tech
left.
support.
It's fine.
So, not only do you notice that right in between the eyes are the signature marking of the Xanathar Guild with like some kind of strange glowing rune inside of it. Something about the insignia actually seems a little bit off to you.
Well, my idea of turning into a land shark I don't think is gonna work because he seems like he gives 0 fucks. That was my idea.
So, the land shark dives back into the cobblestone streets and like swimming as if it's just totally ripping through water, but it's carving into the street, leaving a path of destruction in its wake.
Is it above ground?
It's carving like above the surface.
It's
Perfect.
like a shark on the
Can
surface
Bailey
of
try and
water.
grab its tail?
Yes, so Phaley is attempting that. What is everybody else doing?
How close is it to us? Because you said there's a crowd.
So there was a crowd that like dissipated. Everybody kind of moved off to the side. You know, people are panicking, screaming. There's a couple of people that are just totally frozen in place. But as this is like moving and carving through the stone path, people are like obviously getting out of the way. But anybody that doesn't move is just getting just run down.
But how close is it to us?
I would say probably 15 to 20 feet away from where you are right now.
That's not gonna work then.
You could do.
Giving it fun.
I was deciding what
What
weapon
am I
to
rolling
draw,
for?
but
Do you want strength?
my short
I
sword
wanna see what everybody else is
can't
doing.
really
Okay.
do a whole lot. Wait, you said it has armor on its back though that I noticed, right?
So if you take a look here, this is actually going to be somewhat important. The skull and like back hide of it are completely armored. That's natural armor. It's not like it's wearing like machined
Well,
armor
yeah.
or anything.
It's like armadillos.
But on its side and on its back leaves it slightly more exposed.
I'm trying to decide what weapon would be good to draw.
Something piercing.
Yeah, but short sword, I have to be right next to it. A bow, you
Use
gotta
your-
have a good shot.
Use your bow.
That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, I'll pull my short bow out.
Okay. Horgus, you're up.
I'm gonna ready my shield and my warhammer.
Okay.
I don't know. Hold on. I guess I'm going
Wait,
to.
I have spells. Duh.
It is actively trying to get away from you guys. Like if you don't do anything to keep up with it, then you will be left behind.
Then I'm gonna start sprinting after it.
Okay. So as you guys are kind of looking around, there are multiple ways that you can try and keep up with this thing. You can either try and sprint. Its speed is obviously going to be determined by what its speed is here. Waterdeep also does have a multitude of different types of transportation that I'd mentioned to you guys before, including like the double-decker kind of bus. There's a smaller kind of regular carriage style, 2 horses. There's like the kind of standard rickshaw style where like, there's like either a small horse or something that transports one person at a time, kind of gladiator style.
What if I cast Entangle?
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna
If
cast
that doesn't work,
Entangle.
then I have a plan B.
Okay. So, we will start with, I think, probably Shava. So you're going to cast Entangle? Mm-hmm. Okay, that, like, webs the ground around it,
Weeds
correct?
and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot radius,
Pencil? Top drawer.
centered on a point within range, creating difficult terrain. Creatures in the area when you cast the spell must make a strength saving throw or be restrained by the plants until the spell ends. A
Okay.
restrained creature can spend its action to make a strength check to break free.
Okay, awesome.
I feel like I sound a little special when I
There
read
you are.
sometimes.
Okay, what is your spell save DC?
That's what I'm trying to find.
You're cute when you're not
I
vicious.
know it's around here somewhere.
On the spell.
Oh, there it is. 14.
Alright, so, Faintly, you cast your entanglement spell, and probably about 20 feet ahead. What? Did I say Faintly?
Yep.
Shava, sorry. You cast your entanglement spell, and you see like these vines growing up out of the cobblestone and almost forming like a web inside of it. And as you see that happen, it like leaps out of the air and just totally crashes through it.
Well, I definitely failed.
It wasn't that you failed, it just rolled well enough to break out of it. It had to roll higher than a 14,
Yeah.
it rolled a 17.
You
I think it's
should-
beefy.
You should choose different dice.
So it totally plows through this kind of web of vines, leaving some unfortunately destructive material for you guys to go through. As Fairly tries to grab onto the tail,
Use
I
the
would
whip
make a strength
for
saving
lasso.
throw. Or athletics, whatever is higher for you.
That makes it a non-natural 20.
Ooh, what's that one?
Okay, so as you kind of like dive towards this thing, you're able to just very narrowly grab it by the edge of the tail, and this thing is like whipping back and forth. And as it's happening, you're kind of getting like bashed against the cobblestone wake that is being left behind it.
I'm
But
not slowing it down at all.
you're not quite slowing it down, but you're. Yeah, I guess so. So it's still moving at a breakneck speed through this cobblestone pathway. But as you're kind of clinging on, since you rolled so well, it kind of crashes through a large cart and the blanket tarp.
Canvas.
Yeah, it like gets caught in the jaws of this beast, and you're able to grab onto that instead. So you're kind of like coasting behind this thing.
Sweet.
Sterling did not get a chance. Horgas did not get a chance.
I
like
was
that
gonna cast Detect Thoughts. Just if it had gotten away, I was going to see where it was going.
Okay.
Pardon me.
So I would like to just kind of hold on to that if that was something.
You
that
have
was
no
gonna
room to
happen.
laugh.
Okay.
If it was useless to get it.
Fair.
to
He
say.
laughed at your.
Oh, it's fine.
I'm gonna cast Radiant. I'm gonna use Radiant Soul
Okay.
and sprout my wings
Lula.
and
It
fly.
makes that noise.
Yes, it makes that noise. And I'm gonna fly over top of it. And is it like kind of staggered at the moment because of the tarp and everything, or
Okay, so what is your fly speed?
30?
Okay, so you are not quite gaining on it, but you're slowly losing a little bit of momentum. Its top speed is 40, and it's
Okay.
technically dashing, so it's 80 feet per round.
Okay, do I have a dash?
Yes, everyone has dash. But if activating Radiant Soul is an action, then
It's
you're a
not.
little further back. Oh, perfect.
I just want to make sure. So if I dash,
Yep.
how close will that get me?
It is about 80 feet away before you took off.
Yep.
So however far your distance will get you that close.
So it'd be. So I can fly 30. So my first turn was 30. So if I dash, it'd be another 30.
Correct. That brings you to 60.
Brings you to 6. So I'm still behind it then.
Correct.
Okay.
But you're closer.
That works.
And you're kind of flying behind that? Are you
Yeah.
like readying any weapons or anything like that? Are you doing anything?
Two-handing my warhammer
Okay.
at the moment.
Cool.
So-
Cool.
I do want to get out my rapier. That I do know.
Okay. It is like leaving you and Shava behind at this point. Like it's getting out of there.
Okay. I don't think I'm quick enough, but
Doesn't somebody have a?
wait,
Spell
did
where
it
they
get
can
out
just
of
say
her
stop.
grasp, or is it?
Nope.
I do, however, it needs to understand.
It's
at
dragging
least
her
one of the
outside of the
languages I know.
marketplace.
Okay.
Now
Well,
there are
If
vehicles
it
around
doesn't
you,
understand spoken language,
Not like-
it doesn't work.
but like there are horses and stuff.
Okay.
So Shava casts a spell. Sterling is readying a spell.
Bailey's dangling.
Or Sterling is readying a spell. Man, maybe I'll get your names right once today. So as far as transportation goes, let me
Oh
pull it
my
up.
gosh, I
Yeah,
should
help
have
me,
done this
help me.
one. Oh no, it's a touch. Never mind, I
We
couldn't
want to
do
just
it.
steal a wagon and try and take off after this thing.
You can talk to horses. You made friends with horses.
I
Okay,
can turn into
so-
a horse.
You could turn into a horse.
Here are your transportation options.
Who wants to ride me into battle?
Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
You can just
I'm already
ride.
on the beast and
And
he's
I'm flying above it, so.
Can you turn into a horse?
She 100% can.
That's
yes.
sick.
Can I catch a ride with you then?
Why would you spend 20 minutes preparing the different types of vehicles in Waterdeep, Chris? Of course she can turn into a horse.
Wait,
Why
but
couldn't she?
I need to know the stats of a horsey.
So, with like a burst of magical radiation aura, you see Shava kind of like shrink down and then return in the form of
Can
a
I be
beautiful.
a unicorn?
Yeah.
Is that possible? Because I can stab with my horn.
Well,
Cool.
a
I
unicorn
wanna
is
ride a
actually a
unicorn.
higher DC thing, but if you want to look like a unicorn, you can. Unicorns
So
are
the
actually
multiple
magical
Well, that's
creatures.
what I
types
was
of horses
waiting to see if I
to-
can be a Banff horse
Yep.
or just a horse.
Because I think you could be either a riding horse or a war horse. I've just gotta.
Or it could be
A
bear.
war
I
horse.
can ride a bear.
Speed is
Because I feel very
60.
useless because I'm not
What's
good in
the speed of a bear
the fast department.
or a mountain lion?
No.
Yeah, I think the-
There is 40, so it's slower.
Okay.
It also is actually. Oh, that's a boar that I'm looking at. I'm dumb.
Sorry, there's so many options of animals.
Black bears are 20 feet slower,
Nope.
but can climb. The
He's
war
going
horse
underground.
also has its melee weapon attack, which I guess would be like hooving it,
Moving.
is a plus
Got a pretty mean
6.
kick, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We'll do.
I would go with the.
We'll do
the
war horse.
You're gonna not
'Cause
like
you're
what
gonna
I
be
just
big,
found.
I love
War
what you
horses
guys
are like-
do. I give you sass,
War
but I love
horses
your ideas.
are like the Budweiser Clydesdales.
Yeah, I want to
Bigger
turn
than those.
into Banff war horse.
Okay, what color?
So many options.
I know.
Black with
Yes.
Black
smoky
war horse.
gray.
Yes.
And like as you, like a loud large cloud of like almost
Looks
ash.
like a devil dog, but in horse form.
Holy
Sick.
cow, that was super cool. You get one of those.
Also, you do have inspiration for doing the recap as well. Thank you.
Oh yay!
So
Oh, I missed half of it.
you hit the main points. So you turn into you did get the part about the dog. So great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a screenshot of the attributes. Oop, I'm gonna
Oh.
knock this glass of water over.
Also, I did want to mention, Jenna, as far as your animals go, because you guys are starting to get quite the zoo. As long as you don't
Nah,
bring
yeah,
out
we
like
are.
Wiggy in combat, then he's totally safe.
Oh,
but if
he's
you,
at home.
Okay. But
Oh,
for
yeah,
future
but he
reference,
was in the
if
basement.
there's any point where you're like, here, Wiggy,
There,
suck on
I
the
sent
iron
you that
bars or
screenshot.
something.
Oh, thank you. I
It-
was
it-
worried that Blink was gonna die
Yeah, gotcha.
already, so he clarified that.
Gotcha.
Yes, so as long as he's not in combat, then he's totally safe. You can keep him on you at all times. But if you bring him out to like
Unless I get
rust
crushed.
something, no, even then.
Oh, snap!
Oh,
I could be literally crushed by a mountain wing.
All right, fine. If your character dies, Wiggy dies too. Then basically.
This warhorse is
Yeah.
way stronger than I am.
Oh yeah, war horses are
Yeah.
monsters.
I'm pretty sure, except for intelligence and wisdom,
Yeah,
It is everything
horses are not
better
very
than me.
smart, but
So you've transformed into a warhorse. I believe that's your action to do so.
yes.
What is your movement speed as a warhorse?
60 feet per turn.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's underneath me now.
Sterling is also riding on my back.
Yep, that's fine. So
Thanks.
yes, Sterling. As you're kind of climbing up to mount this creature, what exactly is it that you're doing while you're on top? Are you gonna like try and shoot an arrow? Are you gonna try and cast a spell? We're like
Are you
in
wondering-
pseudo initiative, so I'm giving everybody an opportunity to do something before something else happens.
Okay. Then
I don't quite know what this
Hang on.
means, but that's fine.
What?
I was looking at the hooves and where it says that.
So it can either be 11. You can either choose 11 across the board and not roll for it, or it can be 2d6 plus 4.
So you could do better or just be like,
that can't.
Yeah. You
work.
can either do way better or way worse, or like moderately better.
Yeah.
If you don't
It
choose
isn't a
just 11.
humanoid creature. It's not.
honestly,
I can do radiant damage while I'm in this form, equal to my level. Bonus damage.
I'm a necklace right
Wait, I have a question. Since she's technically on it, if I get in front of it, is it considered flanked?
Yeah.
and if
Okay.
If you can get in front of it and your speed isn't fast enough to, while it's still moving.
Yeah, I have done it. I can dash again.
Instead of
And an
my
action surge.
but I'm
rapier, I'm
close
just gonna
to it,
use
Yep.
crossbow
Okay, great.
on this horse.
'cause I'm a nana.
So go ahead and make an attack.
Oh, me?
Your Sterling's whip. and
You're gonna
your
get.
nay-nay.
You're gonna take a shot at it right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Watch me whip. Now watch me, nay nay.
That was a good one in Christmas.
So,
Sorry.
16 plus 6.
16 plus 6 definitely hits. Roll for damage.
1d8. Where are you? I guess I'll use
So are we like right next to it then?
You
You
behind
guys
me.
are approaching. You can see Horrigas kind of a little further back than you because you're so freaking fast.
I thought I was 60 feet as well. I should be right above them.
Yes. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, I'm trying to cheat me out.
So 8.
8 points of damage.
And I'm trying to aim for the non
The soft,
There-
fleshy
soft,
bits.
the
Yes.
fleshy flesh.
Well,
Right down
thankfully,
the side.
with Faley kind of getting its mouth wide open, it's not feeling comfortable enough to dive into the ground. So most of its fleshy bits are kind of exposed. You get a pretty clear shot, barely managing to avoid Faley, and you see your arrow just kind of pierce into the side of this thing, and it just lets out this enormous screech. So it's going to kind of carve through another section of the town, taking a hard left around a corner. First of all, I need Faley to make a either athletics or an acrobatics check. See if you can still hang on.
That's a natural 20 plus 3.
All right. So not only do you do that, but like, I don't know, as it swings around, you kind of like use your momentum, and it like hits into the side of a stall, and you kind of boost off of it, almost like friggin' drifting in Mario Kart. So, is there anything else that you want to do on your turn since you're closest to it?
I want to use.
Both of your
Since
hands
I-
are currently being, like, supporting this.
Yes.
Oh, she's
with the
playing
components,
with
if it's V and S, that just means I don't need my
Verbal
hand.
and somatic. Somatic is hands. Thank you for checking and being honest.
Do you think with the nat 20, would
Yep.
I be able to hold on to the canvas with one hand just to cast this spell?
For this round, I would say yes.
Okay, cool. So I want to hold on to the canvas with just one hand,
Yep.
and I want to cast Guiding Bolt because I'm assuming I'm close-ish to its mouth.
You're behind it.
Okay.
So like,
Then
if
it's
you
fine.
imagine like
I will cast
the
Guiding
canvas
Bolt.
is going through its mouth and you're holding on to it
Okay.
back here.
Maybe into its leg. Something. One
Okay.
of the squishy bits that I can like essentially put my hand on it.
Oh yeah, you're totally
Um,
capable of doing that.
Which Guiding Bolt is. I have to roll for the attack, but it's 4d6 radiant damage.
Ooh, let's hope it goes through.
It's another match.
All right.
Is that double damage too? Because
Not on magic spells, unfortunately.
okay. Wasn't sure how that worked.
But you know what? I'm gonna say that like its left leg. If you're hitting it in the same place that crossbow bolt went in, I'm gonna say that it slows its speed down by 10 feet.
Oh.
Oh shit.
11, 12, 16.
Okay. 24 points of damage
And
already.
the next attack roll made against this creature has advantage.
That's awesome. So not only do you like light up with this searing hot radiant damage into this creature's leg as it's like tunneling through the ground, but you've also lit it up so it's like a beacon, like a hit here kind of thing. So, great job. You can start to see that you're moving out of the marketplace and into some of the more residential parts, kind of heading up towards the north ward right now. What is everybody else doing? I'm going to say you all have one turn.
I'm gonna fly at it and dash again.
Okay.
And get down by it.
Okay, so you're now probably about 10 feet away, because it used its action to go 80 feet and try and buck her off, but she succeeded. So, if my math is correct, it was 80 feet, then 160 feet.
Yep.
You moved 60 feet, and then another 60 feet.
Okay.
So, you are now 40 feet
He's
away.
also slowing down, you said, by 10 feet.
You're right. So, you are about 20 feet away.
Okay.
I hope my math's right.
Wait, 20 feet, wouldn't he be? You said I was 10 feet and then he was... The thing was slowing down.
He's faster than you normally.
Right.
Your max speed is 30,
Yeah.
and then you double that.
Yeah, so it'd be
His
one-
max speed is 40, and then he doubles that.
Okay, so I'm 10 feet behind him then, right?
20.
No, because you said...
Oh, wait, yeah.
So done by 10.
Never mind.
Alright,
Brain blast.
let's see, I think that's... Oh! I'm gonna cast... Where did I just... Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And stab him in the leg.
Okay.
Advantage.
Make an attack roll.
I'm glad I had an advantage.
I never know if it's good when you do this.
9.
So, you summon the spell, and in this great radiant light, your weapon. What is your spiritual weapon?
I was gonna like a scimitar.
Scimitar?
Yeah.
Okay. So, although it misses, it's also really terrifying, so it causes more of the crowd to kind of disperse from there. So just the fact that this land shark is carving through there and it's like glowing this crazy radiant energy, even in the middle of the day, is enough to get people to see it and kind of part the crowds a little bit.
Okay.
So even though you failed at hitting it, you succeeded in,
Saving some lives.
yes,
Okay. That's good.
either of you.
I'm trying to think. Since mine's 60
Didn't we-
feet, will I catch up by just moving one more time?
I
Normal?
think that you would.
Because that'd be 120.
I believe that you could either get right up alongside it and like try and clear her way for a shot.
So, well, I have a trampling charge as a horsey.
Okay.
Says if the horse moves at least 20 feet, which I'd be moving 60, straight toward a creature, and then hits it with a hooves attack on the same turn, that target must succeed on a DC 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. If the target is prone, the horse can make another attack with its hooves against it as
Damn.
a bonus action.
So the only catch with that is does your warhorse have any kind of multi-attack thing? Because dashing to catch up to it would be
That's
your
not
action.
dashing. 60 feet's my normal speed.
She could go 120 feet.
I
if
can
she's
go
dashing.
120 feet if I'm dashing. I'm
Alright.
60 feet as normal speed.
I'm gonna write down this math here real quick. So the
Okay.
Bulette has moved 40, 80,
what?
150. Land shark. And your first turn, you move 60 feet.
Yeah.
This turn, you're moving 60 and...
He also slowed down by 10.
Okay. He has moved 150 feet since the beginning.
Okay.
Right now, you can move 120 and still attack, or you can double and add another 60 on there and be potentially even in front of him. But you can't attack and catch up in
Yes.
this turn.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Do you want me to get ahead of him?
I just had to show my
Nay,
friend.
nay.
That made things
That's
so much
fine.
easier.
Nay dashing.
All right. And what is Sterling doing?
Can I switch out my crossbow for my rapier at this point?
You totally can.
Okay.
Let's slice him.
Yeah, I'm like getting off,
Okay.
and then
You're still
I
in
would not
movement.
get off.
Yeah, I would stay on it and just like
Stand
as
down
she's
her
going
back.
next, just like
Yeah.
slide it.
Slash
I mean,
up
it's a
the side of
rapier.
it.
It's a stabby weapon.
That's fine. You with your dexterity, you can
He's
lean
also
down. and just-
partially like busted open on the side. Remember?
I wouldn't go that far, but
He's
He-
a little,
he's
he's
a
a little
little-
pokey.
Yeah. A little burnt, a little crispy.
yep.
So, do you think there would be a better shot? I don't care.
I would not suggest
Because-
dismounting.
Yeah, because if
but
you
you can
dismount,
still
you
try
are
and stab it.
flying
Right.
off of a war horse.
You're gonna go flying and probably
I'm gonna
get
get
hurt.
Unless you want to
By
like
the
try
land
and
shark.
jump on top of it and surf the thing.
But how good your
Clean me.
acrobatics.
Don't listen to my ideas though.
Why wouldn't I? I think that's a pretty good idea. I don't know what I would do once I got on it, though. So that's
Too bad
the issue.
rope's not strong enough to put in his mouth.
I mean, I've got him with canvas.
I do need to have you make a dexterity saving throw because there is like rocks and debris like totally
Okay.
shooting up around you.
You want me to do that right now?
Yeah. 15.
That's a 2.
Okay. It's not that bad. You take 2 points of damage.
Oh no, I'm
It's
crippled.
not safe to do so. So I will not be getting on top of it, but I will just kind of stab him from the horse.
That would have been
Stab.
really fucking cool though.
I don't know what I would do once.
It
I'm on
probably
the
would have
Jump
been
on
really
top,
dumb.
stab it in the eye.
It probably would have been real dumb, but it would have been real cool.
I mean, you could
I
have
wouldn't-
used me as leverage, essentially,
It
and
would've
crawled
been
up
like-
its face.
50-50 shot that you land in its mouth and it eats you.
That too.
50-50 shot you just go right over it.
So, Sterling, what is
So-
your plan?
I'm hoping. So how is it? It's like it's got the thing in its mouth. Is it like up
It's yeah. So it's kind of like
this way?
swerving,
Kind of like a bucking bronco.
pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, so
It hasn't.
You ever
it
seen
hasn't,
Tremors?
No.
That's how I'm imagining it going across the land is like
Same.
Tremors.
Sandworm. You've seen Dune.
yes.
It's
Yeah.
a sandworm.
Okay.
A land shark.
So I'm hoping that I'm just gonna be able to stab it in its,
All I can think
Yeah.
of is gentleman.
his belly.
Whatever
Not so
happened
good?
to her?
The 12.
Okay, so as you kind of like lean down to the side, unfortunately you can't quite get your momentum. You're not super used to riding a horseback, especially not one that's 3 times the size of probably a normal horse. And you stab into it, but the armor from the side seems to be protecting it better than the armor behind it.
Oh, okay.
So, as it's carving through the city, it takes another hard left turn and into like what almost looks like some kind of small park with a statue. And with it being so distracted by everything that's going on, it's carving and carving and carving, and then suddenly it slams into this copper statue in the middle of this park that pretty much grinds you to a halt, and everybody else has caught up to it at this point.
Do I am I still on its back, or do I get thrown from the loss of?
Dexterity saving throw.
Let's do better than a 2. Come
Everybody
on,
else,
baby.
please clear some space on the table.
Didn't knock the sharky shark out.
That's a 6. How messed up am I getting?
So I prepared this last time and forgot to erase it, so I'm pretty sure these marks are going to be permanently on there, so I hope you guys like this little park.
It's a nice looking park.
So,
Oh my gosh.
yes.
Am I covering anything important if I put my iPad right here?
The only thing to note is there are a couple of arrows around here that would be like exit points.
Okay, so this is like wall
Yep.
situation. Okay.
So I'm not totally blocking that arrow.
So you guys
This is mine, right?
come in from here.
Can
Do you
I
have
Do you
a
have
mini?
my mini?
Did you bring a mini? You always keep yours.
I need to get
It
a
wasn't
mini.
in here.
It wasn't?
You took it out to paint it.
Oh, that's right.
Because
I did not end up doing that though. Might be.
that's
Well,
fine.
we're really far ahead of it now, but
Yeah, you guys, the horseback crew can put themselves pretty much anywhere they want on this
What
map.
about me?
like right
You,
there,
you were slowing down.
right there.
You're not as fast as
How's
this.
they slowing down?
I can't.
Well,
tell if
I
we're
would say
square.
that you're
wanna
like
be closer
right on
or
the
no?
side of the map.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Right here, fine.
Let's be right there, so that way,
That
My
kinda
weapon's
makes sense
still up
as I was
there,
trying
though,
to
right?
stab it.
Your weapon is still spawned in.
okay.
Yes. So this is kind of like a little farmer's market kind of thing. These are people that couldn't make it into the actual market, so they've kind of set up their own little stall here in this park. And there are civilians.
There are civilians?
I have an easy
What
way
are
to
you
get
guys still
rid of
doing here?
He's got a
we
bow, he
charged
can
in
shoot,
at like
right?
120
Yeah, of course.
feet per second. So
But they should see my radiant sword and start running.
this dude. Is that a fire whip?
My cousin painted him. I don't know what he is.
Is that a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
you gotta put them in the squares.
Sorry.
Fix
I want to see this one. Your white man.
I love how we're all like, oh look at the civilians.
This is like the only properly looking civilian guy. Everybody else are just heroes.
Didn't you?
I got some bad news for you guys. These guys are mundane as fuck.
You painted him, right? This is your work?
No, that was Daniel. He did get that for as a birthday present. for me.
Wow.
Aw, because
So
this is really good.
I need everybody to please roll initiative for me now.
It was right there.
You didn't tell me how messed up I got.
Yes.
Oh
Sorry.
man, if
You
there
only
were
rolled
a
a six.
better
Okay.
time
So
to
did I get
roll
thrown into
a 1.
You take 2d8
Or not inspiration.
bashing damage.
It's
bashing damage?
Oh, so.
Yeah, initiative.
roll
I'll
my
take
own
the 1. I don't care.
Do you want to roll your own damage?
No.
Okay, all right, I'll do it for you.
And where am I approximately thrown to?
You take 7 points of damage, and you are thrown
Be on the statue.
close to that park bench, closer to me. Yep, right over there.
I rolled a 16.
Okay, so what is everybody's initiative score?
What
Oh,
do
I
you
haven't
plus
done
it
it.
with? I don't
Your
know.
initiative?
Your dexterity modifier.
23.
Starting
Nice
with
job.
first.
What are you doing? Oh, you girl.
I will do it.
Nope,
like
that's
this.
ouch.
Left to right.
Luma!
What are you doing?
Hey.
Initiative.
I'm only 10.
Okay. Horgast.
16.
I'm
Okay,
gonna be
so
last.
20 something, 16, 10. Shava, you got 2. Okay.
That's fine. Waste the shitty rolls on initiative.
Yep.
Exactly.
Not saving yourself from being thrown off a giant monster.
Okay. So
Where are you?
the land shark goes there. Technically, I'm not supposed to show you that to you guys, but it's just gonna make things easier for you. And all of the civilians, because they are basically surprised, are going to be counting as enemy 2 and are going to be going last.
Okay.
So,
Enemy 1.
What are they gonna attack us? We're trying to hurt the thing that's gonna.
Question, how long has this all
It's to
been
get them out of
going
the way
for?
so they don't get
less than a minute.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
Probably 30 seconds from snap to here.
Okay, just want to make sure, because my radiant soul only lasts for a minute.
Okay.
So,
I'm going to say if we go, everybody goes around 3 rounds, then it expires.
okay. That's fair.
So, Sterling, you're up.
Okay. Well, first, before I cast this, I'm going to yell very, very loud for all my civilian friends and say, everyone get out of here right now, and hope that they listen.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Technically, I'm here. This is me. but
You're on
I'm-
top of
I'm
the
on
horse still. Okay, that's
But
fine.
There's no way to properly do that.
There's no way to be on top
You
of
must balance atop the mid. You know what? That's fine.
I'm very happy about that.
Oh man, I love you guys. That's great.
So I'm going to cast Thunder Wave.
Yep. That's fine.
That's about the right size for a warhorse too. It might be a little out of scale. Because
Right.
the person on the back of it would be smaller than that, but the horse itself is probably about the right size.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
love war horses. They're so
So it's
they're awesome.
that plus my this,
Yep.
right? Okay.
Or actually, does he make a saving throw?
I mean, I still. Okay, so each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must take a Constitution saving.
Yep. So you don't roll to attack. I roll to see how much he does, and he got a natural 20, so he does not take a ton of damage.
Okay.
But
So the failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage, and is so
And then it's half.
that's only if you fail it. I think you still take the
So you take a
2d8. You just don't get pushed back.
I thought
2d8.
I think it was half of
Cut
2d8.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
hold on. Here, I'm just gonna give that. There you go.
I have a quick question. What about the
2d8,
civilians?
and
What about
it's
them?
cut in half.
Will they get hit by the
On a successful,
thunderwave?
On a
It's
success,
a
he takes the full
15-foot
damage.
cube,
Since he
so
succeeded,
essentially
he
he's
only
large
takes
enough.
half.
It
So
would
roll
only
2d8.
cover
Okay.
him.
okay.
I would just wanted to make sure it was all.
Yep.
Horrorghast, you're next up.
Okay.
This is really nice.
Now, since she yelled, "Get away!" any of the civilians listening?
I mean, they have certainly taken notice of everything around here.
You know,
so
let's
half
just
of
stick
11.
around and see a war.
Half of 11 would be 5 points of damage.
Let's just stick around and see a war horse and a land shark.
All right,
Right.
so you hold your hands out and cast this electrifying spell, and it already seems to be somewhat dazed from its impact straight to the brain with this giant copper skull statue.
How did it not knock itself out? Did it roll to see if it got knocked out?
Fair point. It's somewhat stunned, but it's got a really high constitution, so no. It's like a dog when it bumps into the door. It just. So, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
The dog that you
I
thrown into the
didn't
wall.
think. I mean, moving is my only action, right? I'm gonna stay on the horse though.
Move, take an action, take a bonus action.
Well, my bonus action was to yell at everybody.
I would say that's a free thing that you can do. If you have a bonus action, you can use it.
Oh,
I have an idea for my turn. But I'm last, so.
I don't
Since
think
he's
so. I
not
think I'm
super
good.
rich,
Okay.
I'm
you
gonna
might
stay on
want
the
to try
horse and not
doing
do
a
anything
tangle
else. I
again.
already yelled to the guys.
All right.
Didn't you do that as a horse?
Well, I was
Yeah.
able
Okay.
She can still spellcast.
Okay.
on
Okay.
these form.
I'm good, thank you.
Kind of. I don't know if it would count as a flank.
No,
Actually,
I would
can I have
to
my
be
Yeti
standing
when
on
you
top
get
of the
back?
statue.
Okay.
All right,
Remember,
Horrorghast,
these
you are
are
up.
not you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure if the statue would make it.
I'm gonna fly over. What's it? What is? Oh shit.
Any chance you can get a hold of the canvas in its mouth? Because we don't need it
Okay.
jumping
30.
underground.
Right? I was about here, right, Chris? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 5 or 10.
10.
5.
Oh, I thought it was diagonal was double.
I used to do that, but I think as long as you don't abuse it,
Okay.
then that's fine.
I'm technically flying too,
Yeah.
so I'm just trying to get close as I
So,
can.
You,
That's
you-
10.
you have a
Move
little
there.
leeway.
That's 10,
15,
20.
30, you can
That puts
touch
me-
it.
That puts
How
me at 30.
high up are you flying?
About 12 feet.
Okay.
I think it sounds like a good number.
If you want to like stop flying altogether,
New player.
if you want to stop flying altogether and like land, then you
That's-
could like plunge down.
That's what I
on it or
wanted to
something.
do was
Okay.
get above it and then just like bring the hammer down.
Okay. Only thing I will make you aware of is that you're pretty much going to be attacking it at its strongest point, where the armor is highest.
You're pretty tanky.
Can I hit it in its head?
That's where its armor is.
Anything bronze on that mini?
Yeah, but it also just
Can I-
smashed its head, so it could have a serious concussion right now.
Then I'm,
B. He should probably see someone about that.
can I aim for its leg then? Can I come down on the side? Like, how is it sitting on the ground?
Break its leg.
It basically, unless you can find some way to like get around it, if it can hit it from the side or hit it from behind, then you're fine. But coming down,
Okay.
you're gonna.
I'm just gonna bring it down then. I'll just.
Oh, I
Bring it
have a
down
question about the anatomy of a shark, real
Okay.
quick.
Of a shark? Like an actual shark?
Land shark.
Okay.
What really makes the shark move?
It's
Its legs.
4 legs.
It has 4 legs.
Well, yeah, but like going underground.
It's 4 legs.
It's kind of like a mole, or just.
Okay, yeah, go for a leg.
Well, I have an idea. I'm gonna do this. I'm
gonna
gonna,
say break
I'm gonna bring my
whatever
hammer
makes
down
it.
on it,
Okay.
and as my bonus action, I'm gonna use my spiritual weapon to attack its leg again.
All right, that's fine.
Okay. So that was not enough, I don't think.
Like he's doing something very, very important when he rolls.
8 for the hammer, which doesn't hit, right?
Correct.
That's correct. It does not.
Okay. 9 plus
Your spiritual weapon can literally be a spear. Here you go.
That works.
Yay, ghost!
Plus 5, so 14?
That was with your warhammer or your spiritual weapon?
Spiritual weapon.
Over there.
Spiritual weapon hitting it from the side. Unfortunately, it does not hit still.
Okay.
This thing's tanky.
I have plastic in my hand now.
So, does that end your turn?
Yes.
You are now on the ground, or
Are you on it?
try to
I
land
still-
on top of it?
I still have my wings out.
Okay.
So I am near the ground, but I'm not on the ground.
Okay.
Like Lucifer,
floating.
where his wings are like armor.
No, they're radiant wings. They're spiritual wings.
All right, Bailey, you are up. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I am going to. I have to see if this is an action, which is. Okay, they're both actions.
What I missed.
I missed both attacks.
Such a weird outfit.
Wait, what were your attack rolls again? One was a 15 to
Yeah.
try and hit it in the side.
Yeah, 15 on the side,
One's
and then a
plastic.
9 in the back.
Yeah.
That definitely did. Okay.
I wasn't
yep,
kidding.
yep.
Any and all.
Totally your call. I understand if you tell me
it's
no.
wrong, I'm sorry, but you still want to be
One
proud
of
it, right?
my
You still wanna be proud.
class features is an extra attack. Can I use that to do 2 spells, or would you not consider
I don't think that you can do 2 spells.
Okay.
I have a question really fast. I'm so sorry. Was I technically flanking it?
That's what I asked because the statue
No.
is there.
Well,
and-
because.
No.
Okay.
Is it 'cause of
I wasn't sure, so I thought I'd ask.
Okay.
If you can draw a straight line between your minis
Okay.
and have it in there, then yes.
So I need to jump up on the statue.
Or someone can get on the other side of
Let's
it.
go on the other side of my weapon. And then a double flank, right?
I don't. Your spiritual weapon does not count as a flank. Gotta be a
But
player.
but it's a weapon. It's still attacking.
It's weird.
Flanking
Yeah,
is
it
my
is.
own custom rule. Sorry.
Damn, it's worth a shot.
Flanking is more about limiting the maneuverability of it. Just
Yeah.
because a weapon's there doesn't mean it can't like just plow through it, especially because it's basically ethereal.
Yeah, that's true.
So, Bailey,
I'm trying to
Hit me.
decide.
or my turn.
You made a dad joke. Oh,
We'll do guiding bolt again, but I'm gonna cast it at a level 2, so I get an extra d6 if it hits.
Okay.
our defense.
Here.
Currently, you do not have line of sight on it.
Does it say? It would be a ranged thing, so I'll just. Is that enough, or should I do one more?
One more.
That's a non-natural. Well, it's a 19.
Okay.
Come on.
That hit.
19 from where you are, specifically, just barely hits. Your positioning when fighting this is very paramount. So where you're hitting it right now, a 19 just barely sneaks under the armor.
Perfect. That's fine. 9 and 11, 20.
20 points of damage?
Yep.
Sick.
And the next person that attacks it has advantage.
That is up to you guys to remember.
So that would be you if you attack it as a horse.
which I was going to.
All right. So, is that the end of your turn, Bailey?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm not close enough to like poke it too.
So, as your turn ends, before it moves on to its turn, it's going to take what's called a legendary action, which is its own reaction at the end of a player's turn. So, what this does is it kind of leaps up into the air, dives down underneath it, and starts to, like, burrow underneath the ground, leaving a bit of a crater behind. And
I was
he
trying to
does.
decide if I should try and grapple it again or not.
So
So he dives down into the ground and moves 15 feet towards the little cleric mini, the red and white one.
He's literally on top of Cleric Mini.
Yep.
is he out of the ground or is he in the ground?
He pops out of the ground. I need anybody that was within 5 feet of it to make a dexterity saving throw
That means
Before,
from here?
before it dove or where?
before it dove.
Okay.
So okay.
So all of you.
A dexterity
Horse
saving
Dexterity
Dexterity
saving
I have
throw.
4 legs.
Yep. That's 4 legs that you could potentially break.
I'm gonna
Then you gotta
use
get put down.
my one of my
13.
inspiration.
13?
Yeah.
Okay,
Natural
that's
20.
that's exactly what you needed to make.
Plus
That's
Perfect.
That's great.
I only got a 7. The second time
Okay,
around.
so you're gonna take a little bit of damage.
I don't know about this little guy.
He has
19.
19 hit points.
So, Faylee.
And if you exhaust those hit points,
I
you
just
don't
go back.
personally take
Yeah.
damage. You just go back.
So, Shava, being right up next to this thing, the rock and debris just kind of right into your face, and you take 10 points of piercing
My
damage.
poor
Gurgle.
horsey face.
How much HP does a warhorse have?
19.
Okay. All right. And when,
That's more HP than me.
It's a warhorse.
that's your fault. Mr. Fighter and
No, I'm
cleric,
sorry.
who
I
should
have,
have like
I have
70.
22.
All right, so he has moved. That does not count as his turn. That's just something that he can do on you guys' rounds. Now is his turn. So what he's going to do is he's going to...
I'm sure he's pretty pissed off at me. That would be normal. Unless he's just gonna eat this poor guy.
quite possibly.
No! Run!
I literally said to run.
How much space is there between you and him?
Between me and him, 10
10.
feet. Between the
Okay,
cleric and
that's
me,
not-
he's touching him.
All right, that's fine. So he's going to kind of swerve up to you, Faylee. I guess technically the civilian has an attack of opportunity. Maybe he throws
Yay!
an apple or something. Let's see how that goes.
Maybe he has a staff. Maybe he's an old man with a stick.
Old
Yeah.
man with a stick is terrified and poops his pants. So, Faylee, I just want to double check before I start using these. Your current AC is 16, correct? Okay. That's just going to save a little bit of time on my end. 9 plus 7 is 16 to hit. Big sad. So, he is running up, gets a chomp in on you. You're going to take some damage.
I don't know how I feel about this dog.
You take 17 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
Yep.
Let's see if my lay on hands pool counts as a bonus action.
So it chomps down on you, shakes you around, and then tosses you off to the side. He still has...
Where am
Which
I now?
side?
You threw me.
Left or right towards statue?
Towards statue. Just like 5 feet. Yeah, there you go. That's fine. Yep.
I'm just scared the shit.
And that, for right now, is his only action. So, we now move on to Shava, followed by civilians.
Alright, so I'm gonna do my little run by hoofing.
You're essentially gonna tackle it as a horse. Oh, but you
Now-
have to run at least 20 feet straight.
This entire area is
Can
now
I
considered
jump over?
hazardous terrain.
I wouldn't say as a horse you can jump over this.
There is still a
You
statue on
have
top
a
of the
huge
statue.
movement speed. You can probably go
I only
around.
have to move. Oh wait, no.
You have to be able to run in a straight line 20 feet. So you would have to come like all the way around and come from here to be able to tackle it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45.
Maybe
Yeah,
go
you
around.
wouldn't be able to get far enough away from it to run
Well-
a straight shot.
I can at least do the go up to it and hoof it once. I just can't do double attacks.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So,
Is Sterling still on your back?
Yep, I'm in for the ride.
Wear your seatbelt.
That's a bareback horse too. As a war
That'd
horse,
be horrible.
horrifying.
Be thankful you're not a male character.
now we're flanking.
You'll be taking points of damage every ride.
Oh wait, damn it. No, we're not.
I would say that you're... no.
No, because I was in the same position and you said no.
No, he's more like right there.
Yeah, he's right here.
Civilians also do not count as flanking Edward. There's snacks in his way, not obstacles.
I mean, he,
Well, I'm gonna
he got
hoof
an
him.
attack of opportunity. I think they're equal.
Maybe he's a really brave civilian who wants to fight.
Yeah,
Not by the smell.
join the cause.
Are you attacking Shava?
Yeah, I just have to see. Melee weapon attack plus 6 to hit. Okay.
So you roll d20
Don't fuck up this time.
and N6.
Oh!
Holy
I
shit!
hit him.
That's a 26.
Hell yeah. Nat
And
20?
then Yeah.
Sick.
And then you can choose to
Um.
either do the 11 or it's 2d6 plus 4. I would assume
snake.
you'd have to roll by Chris.
Get snake.
Meow.
So I would have to roll by Chris, you think?
I think. So
Sorry.
with the horse, it has a default damage of 11 on a hit, or she can roll 2d6 plus 4.
But isn't it double damage when it's a nat 20?
Yes.
Yes.
It is. Well, you
It's
double
only
the
double
dice.
die, yeah.
So
So I'd want to do it that way then.
the average that it gives you is an option to make things easier for the dungeon master. Players always have to roll the damage
Okay.
dice.
So you need to roll.
Do you need another D4 or another D6?
Like my
I mean,
bullet, if I
I
make an
have
attack,
another
it can
one I
either
just-
do a straight amount of damage or I roll for it.
Right here.
Okay, I'll say you use my metal one.
You need to roll 4.
They're supposed to be true.
Oh, I need to do 4?
Yep.
Oh,
It'll be
okay.
4d6
What's that?
plus 4.
I was just looking. There were supposed to be trees in this park, and I forgot to put them down.
Oh.
So there are no trees around
8 plus 4 is
Damn.
12 plus 5 is 17 plus 4 is 21.
1.
you.
That's
21 total points of
Yeah,
damage.
that's with
Yeah.
the double damage.
Nice hit. All right, you guys have done 70 points of damage to this beastie.
Who
by
knew
now.
a little horsey could do that?
So I feel like that would be like a trample. Like you.
Can I
Right up
break his
to it.
leg? One of them?
The one's already pretty hurt.
Can
One
I?
of them-
the 20.
I just said break. I didn't say crush.
I don't think so.
There's a difference.
You've already impeded its movement. Between that and the fact that it hit the statue, you guys have already done some pretty significant damage. So you kind of like rear up on both legs and then just crush down onto the back of this thing, and it like lets out this horrible shrieking noise. It is looking pretty battered. You guys are getting some pretty good damage in. Now, civilians are going to move as far away as they can, which is going to be 20 feet or so, with the exception of this guy, who steps up to kind of defend his stall. This one is a small child that was tending it with him.
So you're letting the child die?
20.
He's going to defend. So
Okay,
he
what about
moves-
Darth Vader here?
He's actually hiding behind the stall.
Oh, okay.
Darth Vader. Oh.
All I can see is the back of it.
I think everybody else is going to do their best to get out of here.
Okay.
I don't think anyone really is going
They're-
to.
These guys have an extra here too.
The
so-
old man that was standing there, if he moves, which he's going to, this creature gets an attack of opportunity against it.
Oh.
Run, old man.
Even though he's not facing it, and I just protected him.
Got a 1. So it like turns to snap and just barely misses and kind of bonks its nose on the edge of the stall. Alright, so everybody has moved as far as they can. Thank you all for the help with that. I don't think anybody's really going to take a swing. You know what? The guy that stepped out from beside the stall, I'm going to say that he has like a spear or something that he just keeps with him. If he's going to go out to attack this thing, he's bringing a weapon. So
I mean, he's
small
got a
spear.
weaponry stall.
He does have a weaponry stall. So he grabs it.
Not the stall, but something from
He
it.
grabs the stall. But because the creature is facing him head on, it is unsuccessful. So, that is the end of Civilian's turn. Sterling is now up. Horgast, you're up afterwards.
Yep.
Is
Right
this
there.
is this useful for you guys?
Yeah, that's actually been really helpful. Because I don't have to start worrying about what I have to do until
Flashy.
Shava's turn.
Right.
So I can actually watch and hear the story and then ignore Sam.
That's fine. I'm used to it.
What?
See, this is why I married her first.
Oh, Chris, what did you think of that game I
Asked
sent you?
if he
Did you end up
might be
doing
able to
any look it up?
That looked
Said,
sick.
I
I watched
So
a couple
much
of
fun.
trailers.
Maybe.
Like you can't
It's like,
customize
what's
a
in it
character
for me?
class.
Yeah, it's just like the 4 main ones, right?
Yeah, it's there's like a wizard, assassin,
Right.
cleric, and like a paladin essentially, and it was so much fun.
Cool.
I failed miserably at my first dungeon.
That must mean it's
I
good.
think
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
don't
to
have
get
anything.
to water.
Super
Will
duper
you
flashy.
give me something?
I don't know. I guess.
Oh, you never told us how this guy's spear throwing adventure went.
Yeah,
you said
he failed.
Okay.
It bounced off of the armor. He rolled a 9 plus, I'm going to say 1, 10, not even close.
Sweet. By any chance, is it close enough I can pick it up, and what is it?
It's a regular ass spear.
Dang it.
So how is he currently on like positioned, like standing? Is he on all fours?
Exactly where it is right now.
So there's space underneath of him. Okay.
Minimal, but yes.
Okay.
You can slide under him like you're doing an oil change on a car?
I have a spiritual weapon.
I
Boop.
The only thing I'm really gonna do is I'm going to give an inspiration to Faley. I have nothing to say on the matter, but I'm just gonna give it to you.
I'm sorry for your boo-boos. Here you go.
Oh.
No, that's what you could say.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you,
So
Annie.
there's that, and then, so I am all lost in the logistics of how to stab this thing. So I'm
So
just gonna
being
say to
behind
stab
it,
and I'm hoping
it
that I'm
has
hit.
very little armor on like the haunches and booty area compared to the head,
Shoot
It
in
is
the
facing
butthole.
away from us.
and it's facing away from you guys.
Yeah, what you guys have sussed out is like where Faley is right now is the hardest to hit it. If you can
Yeah.
go to its side, like directly on its side, it's easier to hit. If you can hit it from behind, it's even easier to hit.
Okay. I am gonna stay on the horse because I get extra movement when Shadow moves.
I keep forgetting you're on that. But
I'm
yes.
on the horse,
Yep.
so I'm right there. So I'm just
Look at
gonna.
her horse. Her horse is amazing.
Give it a lick.
Nay.
You may.
Okay,
So I'm
just like
gonna
Raven.
fire another crossbow arrow,
Okay.
and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, by the way, the joke you missed earlier is Sim is now the whip. She is the Nene.
I rolled a 9.
9 total.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it misses, and Faley is not in flanking position. So, you've used your bonus action. You've now used your action to shoot it. Do you do anything else?
No.
Okay.
Staying on the horse.
All right, Horgast, you're up.
I'm gonna use my bonus my action first off, I guess, to move my sword underneath of him
Oh, that's sick. Yeah. Okay.
and just stab up.
I didn't account for that. That's even easier to hit. Yeah. Although, trying to swing a sword with like less than 1 foot of
No, you literally
No,
that's me. You're just going up.
Spiritual sword. His spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Think like
It doesn't have that much like maneuverability though. You couldn't like swing a sword around with like less than 1 foot of movement or vertical space.
Just go up.
Fine, it sounds cool. I'll give it. I'm being generous to you
Go
now.
up.
I rolled a 7. Wait, 7 plus.
Oh.
I missed anyway. I'm pretty sure. Plus 5.
It's 12.
12.
12 to hit.
Yeah.
On its temple.
In close quarters.
This was not accounted for.
Roll for it. Even
Yeah, why
number
don't you
he
roll
hits,
it?
odd number he misses.
He got less than a 10, so I'm gonna say that hits. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yay!
All right, so that does.
It's breakdancing. I thought that's what you were laughing at. Did you
No.
notice he's standing on his face?
That's the only way I could get it to stand.
And he starts spinning like a top wildly.
It's just
Well-
a coffee grinder. That's got it.
Oh, here we go.
Watch out for his breakdance attack.
There we go.
I'm dying.
That just
Oh,
looks very inappropriate at this point.
I can't tell what's going
Man,
on.
remember that time we played D&D and we made the land shark and the ghost 69?
Oh, that's a ghost? I can't tell.
6.
Oh, there we go.
6 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was a sword that was blue. Oops.
It is representative of the sword, but on the table it is a ghost.
Whoops.
Did you
Wow.
change the light bulb on that thing?
I just took it out. I took the poorly working one out. So, you very narrowly wiggle your sword in there, almost like cracking an oyster open, and you're able to get into its soft, fleshy underbelly.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna fly at it
Okay?
and swing my hammer at that broken leg.
Okay. Not a broken leg, but sure.
The messed up leg.
How long did
He's even got his hand up and everything.
how long does your radiant thing last?
The advantage?
Yeah.
It's only the next attack roll, so that's done.
Okay, alright. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. 16 plus. Sorry.
That's gonna hit.
Plus 5.
Yeah.
That
If you're
hits.
attacking it from the side, you need a 17 or higher.
Okay. So then it is a 1d10.
Thank you.
It was
Just
really
need to
important.
cherish the moment.
Yeah.
I'll put that in the next recap video.
That's not a d10. What's the d10 look like?
I love it.
This is a d10?
Well, at least I know
very
what
kind of
it
spindly.
looks like.
Ed.
This one?
No. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, I rolled this on
You
accident
should
for my
have
other
two
one.
that look the same. They're both D10.
What?
I rolled this on accident for my other one.
Do you want to use it
Oh no, I rolled this one for the sword underneath of it.
Instead of a
instead of a
D10.
D?
I rolled a 1 on that anyway.
Sure.
Okay,
That's fine.
So 3 plus 1 plus. Sorry, brain time.
Failure. Or after this.
Yeah.
You're
9
9 points of damage.
plus 5 points of radiant damage.
Easily blank.
Okay, so 14 total.
Yep.
All right. Good hits.
Okay.
All right, team.
Another permissions question.
Okay.
Since I get to do 2 attack and I'm able to dual wield, can I do a spell and 2 short sword strokes? Or no?
Sorry, run that by me one more time.
So, class feature, I get to do 2 actions.
Yep.
2 attack actions.
Yep.
Can I do a spell? And then since I can also dual wield and use
Do
2 short
swipe,
swords,
yeah.
do spell swipe?
Yes.
Okay. So,
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
okay. I'm going to wield both my short sword and vicious sword.
Are you
There's
gonna
too many
flank or
S's
no?
in this. I'm going to flank.
Your short sword and your vicious short.
My short sword, my short sword. And then I'm going to cast essentially into its mouth if possible.
Okay.
Guiding bolt at a level 2 again.
Okay. You're doing the sword attacks first?
I don't care which order I do them in.
I would do the sword attacks first.
He might cry out.
Yes, that's
Okay.
what I'm going with.
We'll
that.
do these sword attacks first. So one sword is a.
You have inspiration.
I'm trying to count first to see if I need to use it. 8 plus 6 is not.
14.
How-
All I saw was the tiny numbers.
Okay, so I'm gonna use
8 plus 6
That.
is 14.
Oh, I thought it was 9 plus 6. My bad.
So that's a 19 on the first one. That's using that inspiration.
19 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
And 9 plus 6.
a 15 to hit on the second one.
Your first sword attack hits.
Okay. That was
But just
vicious.
barely because this is the highest armor point of the beast.
That is 7 with the sword. But that's also the vicious sword. So it deals. That's if I roll a 20. I did not roll a 20, obviously. So 7 points from the sword.
'Kay.
Sword. Everything gets an H in it now. And then
Did you get it?
Yeah, I just got it. That's amazing.
guiding bolt at 2nd level. That is 10.
Bounces off, unfortunately.
Even in its mouth. It didn't
Yeah.
open its mouth for me.
Nope.
Wait, did you ever
Sorry.
use the advantage for flanking?
I did
Shoot.
not.
'Cause
I'll,
you
I'll
used-
skip over the swords. I don't care as much about the swords.
Okay,
I
yeah.
will roll
Try
it
and
again
make the
for
the attack hit again.
Because you use your
Okay, that's a
advantage when
19.
you technically
19 is
didn't need to.
exactly what you needed. So
Times 3.
your first swipe bounces off of it. Your second digs into his mouth a little bit, and it roars at you. And as it does, you unleash this fury upon it.
That's 5, right?
Thank you for
Yes.
loving us so much that you want us to win.
You're not fighting me. You're fighting the Bulette.
10, 20.
20 points of damage.
Damn.
Solid.
That's why I love my guiding bolt.
That is a
And that's
dirty-
only with 1 extra d6 from casting it at level 2. I still have 3 level 1 spots I can use it in.
So just so you guys know, you guys have done 117 points of damage to this thing.
How much damage does this thing have?
This is where he started the battle and like it had like 70 and then he's like, shit. Adds a 2 in front.
If you really want to do a deep dive, you could see that like a regular ass Bulette has
I know.
120.
Yeah.
This is not.
Okay.
So it is looking pretty gnarly. I mean, you
Don't
guys have
cheat.
done some
I'm
serious
not
damage.
cheating.
I just told him what the HP is supposed to be. This is not a regular Bulette.
Yeah, but he was about to talk.
No, I wasn't.
Continue.
Anyway.
Faylee, I don't think that I ever actually moved your thing, but you just took your turn, essentially, right? Mm-hmm. And you're not doing anything else on your turn.
No, because my lay on hands will cost an action, not a bonus.
All right, so at the end of your turn, it's going to take another legendary action and like seize back and then slam down onto the ground in front of you, causing like a little chasm to her up
Would that hurt
in a 20-foot line.
it because it has some
No.
hurt legs
Nice
and
try.
stuff?
It's its front legs. You guys have been hitting its hind leg.
Okay.
So everything in the next 20-foot area is not only destroyed. Stall is gone.
Oh no!
Failey, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Now when he reared up, I'm good, right?
What's that?
He reared up, I'm good, right?
Are you on top of him?
I'm above him.
Flying.
Uh,
Still flying.
dex save with advantage.
Okay.
What was yours?
19.
19? Okay, so you're still standing.
What about the little boy?
The
boy's
little
not
boy
just
no
standing.
longer has cover.
15?
15?
Yeah.
Okay. You succeed as well.
Who's your
Okay.
spell?
Thank you. I mean, that,
And there's
that,
weaponry
You want to use that
everywhere.
as a tree?
Yeah, no, that's okay. That is technically still damaged terrain, though. So,
Oh, okay.
Oh, the whole.
yeah, the stall collapsed.
Does that mean there's weapons everywhere
Upside
now?
down.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now on the Bulette's turn is going to do its vicious rampage. So it's going to make an attack roll against you, Failey.
Shaylee.
Shaylee.
Fa la la Shaylee.
Okay. So it gnaws onto you and just drives forward, making a path of carnage in its wake.
You were floating.
Yeah, I was
you're no
floating,
longer
so-
on top of it.
So it's going to go all the way up to the wall and slam you into it.
Damn.
Sweet.
Uh-oh.
He takes damage and that child takes damage
Does he get an attack of opportunity as it runs fast?
through spear.
Yeah.
Just gonna punch it.
But he's got a weapon shop. He
Yeah.
probably has a
There's
sword
weaponry
too.
all over the fucking ground now.
It's not his turn. Sorry.
But he probably.
But an attack of
Attack
opportunity.
of opportunity.
I imagine he had a short sword in one hand
He
and a spear in
falls.
another and threw the
Baby?
spear.
No, the adult male falls.
Okay.
He's down but not dead, right?
Down but not dead.
Okay.
The child
Exploded into little bits. Got
is
gibbed.
also down.
No!
Alright, and Failey, I need you to make a constitution saving throw. Because you've just been chomped and crushed up against this wall.
Natural 20.
Yeah. Nice. So, you are considered grappled, but you do not take the extra damage of being slammed up against the wall. You do, however, take regular damage from being chomped,
Nice.
which is...
I don't have any healing.
Where does he have me
16
chomped?
points of
Rectify
damage.
that.
Where am I chomped?
Your entire midsection.
Sweet, so I still have hands. That's all that matters is if I can use my
Oh
hands.
yeah, you would have gotten thrown back.
Yeah, that seems right.
I have a question.
Oh, that's
Yes,
Would her swords have fallen out of her hands when she got grabbed and thrown?
Failey's?
Yes.
She rolled high enough on her dex
Okay.
that I would say no.
Sorry, Bailey.
Bop, bop, bop.
I was just curious. Just
Yeah, I think that's the end of its turn. You took your damage?
Yep.
Okay. Alright,
I'm very crunchy right now.
that is the end of its turn. Shava, you're up.
hey, Shava, looks like you have a real good running path there.
This
Yeah.
thing is looking rough.
But it's rough terrain.
Yeah, but still 5,
He's up.
10,
That counts as double movement.
20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60.
Oh.
Would I be able to reach it? Technically, I'm like
It's
right
up
on
to
its
you.
butt.
Since he's.
I am a war
Does he take up
horse.
2 squares or 3 squares?
I am a generous god.
I'm also a war
Ram in the
horse, so
butt.
I'm like double my size.
I'm gonna say, if you want to be able to get up to it, yes, but because you're going through all of that, I'm gonna give you disadvantage.
But
you
advantage
sh-
because I'm flanked.
Also,
yes.
Oh, a normal.
Normal.
Advantage.
You're
because
not
I used
flanked
it.
by a grappled creature.
I also used guiding bolt on it.
Then
That's
yes,
advantage.
you do have advantage, but because you had disadvantage, now you roll regular. Welcome to level 5 Dungeons and Dragons. It only gets worse.
All right.
But this gives you disadvantage. This gives you advantage. This only gives you a half
This gives you
advantage.
quadruple advantage. Roll 6 dice.
I think we should do like a one-shot level 14, just for giggles.
that does sound fun.
Can multi-class other things.
I want to multi-class everything.
Advantage.
Advantage.
Roll again.
Your advantage is
Your
canceled
advantage
out.
is from me.
Wait, what?
Oh,
no, I
she-
had
that
it, she
she's
had my
restoration.
issue too.
Okay.
Okay, alright. Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
So I had the advantage. Okay, well I just did in that one, so now I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Oh, wait, okay. I didn't know if you already rolled it.
Hey!
Hey!
Alright, perfect. Go ahead and make your attack.
Go pony!
Do I want to do the 2d6? Or just settle for the 11.
Do the 2d6.
Chris said,
Yeah, you have to do
when
the
it's
2d6.
player
Oh
character,
yeah.
you have to do the
Never mind.
2d6.
That's right.
You need another die.
You did answer that.
She's got one.
I thought it was something Dune. Is it
8.
Dune?
8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
But
I
I
can
did run up to it. So hey, don't I get the second hoof thing?
Yes.
I'm DC 4, so blah 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 blah, and I hit with. Who's
I
that?
don't think you can knock it prone.
Doesn't
target
roll
must
really shitty on its
succeed.
damage rolls too.
No.
So it has to succeed on a strength saving throw.
Okay.
You gotta
Otherwise
get
it's
higher than
prone.
14.
Interesting.
So if it's prone, are you still grappled?
Strength saving throw.
I don't know.
Yes.
And is it whatever the horse's spell
It
save
says
needs
DC?
to get higher
DC
than
14.
Okay. It does succeed.
Okay.
Dang it.
17.
So you don't get to stomp on it again.
It was worth a shot.
Is there anything else you want to do with your turn, Charlotte?
I technically can't. I'm a horse.
Okay.
I don't think I can cast spells as a horse.
You can drop your form and go back to druid.
But why would I do that?
But she can only.
Good question.
She can
Okay,
only morph once a day.
the remainder of the civilians are going to flee. You guys actually start to notice that there is a large, like, glimmering dot that's getting closer and closer and closer out of the sky as you
Dot?
guys are.
Like the civilians.
I'll just take them. Thank you.
He wants the civilians. They've all fled.
So they're all.
They're all out.
And we're gonna assume that them
Yeah.
being there.
We're gonna assume they sprinted,
Yep.
except for these two.
It's better. Are they down or dead? Like just knocked
I don't
out?
like
Like
that
are they
dress.
dying?
All
I
right.
can
So
I can see it.
Oh, I knew that.
Oh.
Yo!
Shite.
That thing's
No,
cool.
it's a good thing.
Was you paint him?
Oh.
That's the guards.
Yeah.
I can't tell what it is.
It's
That
alright.
is a hippogriff, it looks like almost.
that is a
Yeah.
member of the Griffin Cavalry that
Hell
patrol
yeah.
the skies. He has rolled initiative and landed in between Horagast
name
and
Bucky?
Phaley, so he'll be going. He's enemy 3.
Wait.
He enters the fray in the next
Okay,
round, but you
never
can
mind.
see
He's
see
not
him.
an enemy, but
No.
I just had a heart attack. For
Can
a
his
second.
name be Buckbeak?
Buckbeak? No, unfortunately, he has a name.
That's
Oh
trademark,
shit!
Sam.
No, he doesn't have a name. You have to ask him. I gotta find a book real quick. The civilians.
What's your name?
Hey, this is really important.
Tony!
Okay.
Fuck you, Tony. What's your name?
All right.
Ezekiel.
That name fucking sucks.
So, as far as the civilians go, Dad loses the saving throw. Child really loses the saving.
Did you just murder a child?
Well, it failed 2 saving throws because it got a 1. Kids aren't meant to fight bullets.
Wait, so the child's dead.
It's got one
It
save.
has
One
one
more.
more round,
All right.
potentially. That is it for the civilians. They
Might
have all
need
left
to
the area. Sterling is
Backflip off and
Yeah.
save.
I was gonna try and save her, but if it's
I can
okay
save
with
myself.
you,
I can save
I
myself.
save the kid?
Yes, and
Okay, cool.
he
I can
has
do it too.
ranged healing
Yeah.
things too. Whereas I think all of yours was you had to touch.
I
Yeah.
have it. Yeah, it's just cure wounds. I don't have any potions.
You don't have
which-
healing word.
No,
I do.
Yep.
Remember to use
Healing
your
word.
character if you dismount.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
if
made
you,
a horse with a
if you
person
want to
going
save the
like this.
child, because what I can do is I'll run up and I'll use healing word or
You're gonna run. You're flying.
spare the dying. I'll fly up. So you spare the dying, and
Spare
then
the dying on the child.
well he's dying too. She's gonna
Oh.
save the child,
Okay.
and I'll save the dad.
I'll do my best.
We got
Not
this.
to get quanched.
Attack on Titan.
Don't worry. I can either help you on this, help
Is
you
that
too,
attack on
or I can
Titan?
move my sword up.
Kind of
and
sounds
attack.
like it.
Okay.
What would you rather me do?
Oh,
I have
you're
7
so
hit points
cute.
out of 50.
Shit.
Such a
Well,
good
49.
girl when you're
Because I
just
could
saying
use
I can't
Healing
do
word?
anything as a horsey.
and give you a little bit back.
So Sterling,
Yeah.
we
If
do.
it didn't take a whole
Okay,
action,
I am dismounting,
Okay,
which I.
I might be able
that's
to
a
make
free
this
action.
work.
You
I
can
might
just
be able to
hop
make
down.
this work.
Okay,
And look, you're right next to him.
awesome. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on the child,
Awesome.
and I believe it's just
Child doesn't really have hit points
it.
necessarily, does he?
It's got like 2.
A creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to one. I guess it doesn't really matter.
The child is
Back up.
The child is physically healed, emotionally not so well. Anyway, it's like a little 6-year-old boy that locks eyes with you and says, "Are you an angel?"
I am literally just gonna say,
I'm literally an angel over here flying around.
Whatever, you're pretty.
I'm gonna say,
Sorry.
run home and don't look back.
Okay.
He can run.
Run.
On his turn.
As he runs
Run
directly
home
in
and
front
do not
of
look
the.
back. Like, don't think about your dad. Just leave.
Home is this way.
No, it's not.
Just kidding.
Oh my god.
Technically, the
don't-
stall's there, so it probably makes sense. Whatever. No, he's not.
What stall?
He's not. The home was his stall.
Oh no!
Sterling, is there
You
anything else you want to do on
stand
your turn?
I can't. I don't think I can attack this turn from here, can I?
Is Cure Wounds an action? I believe it is.
One action.
You still have a Bardic Inspiration to give out as a bonus action if you want.
I think it's my last one to give, though. No, I have 2 more. Okay, cool.
Your character, but you do
I
have a bonus action.
yeah. So I am going to give Bailey another inspiration because use that to heal yourself. Cool.
And that
Or
ends your
whatever
turn?
you decide to use it with. Yes, end my turn.
Or guess.
Alright, I'm going to fly up and use.
This is the third time around?
Yeah,
Are you
my-
still flying?
it ends-
This is
it
the
ends
last
now,
time.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly up, use Spare the Dying,
Okay.
so he doesn't die. And then I'm gonna
He's
use.
just stabilized, right?
Yeah,
doesn't
he just
have,
stabilized, yeah.
Points.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to move my sword up
Okay.
and attack that.
Yeah, solid. Attacking it from the side.
Yep.
AC 17.
Sorry. 14 plus 5 is 19.
Nice.
19.
that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
And then. Sorry, I closed this stat spell out to look up the other spell. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
1d8.
Bailey, do you have an idea for what you want to do?
This one's a d8, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think I have the strength for that, but I do have a sword in each hand. Ready?
Oh, nice.
sweet.
Yep.
So 8 plus 7 is.
What?
8 plus 7, 15?
16.
8 plus 7 is 15.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So 15 points
yeah.
of damage.
I was thinking something else.
Okay, another seriously solid hit. This thing is starting to look bruised, battered, and bloodied. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Horgast?
I think that's all I can
I
do.
don't think that.
Pray.
Yeah. And you are no longer flying.
Yeah, no, I'm on the ground now.
Okay. All right. So the member of the Griffin Cavalry jumps off of her Griffin at about 30 feet up, swings her kind of forked spear, and tries to drive it into the skull of this creature. Not really seeing that it's
Armored.
She is dismounted from the Griffin, but for coolness sake and because I never actually get to use that figure, it's going to stay on there.
Oh.
As
This
she
is
plunges
going
down,
to-
trying to attack the creature,
It dissipated it at the same time.
and the spear bounces right off.
Well, she's not very helpful.
She does take her second attack.
Oh, is this his?
No, that was my sword. That just died.
The second attack does
What
hit.
is this Chris's figure?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Chris's figure.
You can have this back.
Thank you. Is your spiritual weapon no longer active?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Oops.
this
What are you doing?
this
Taking
armored
some.
knight misses with the first attack, but gets a second swipe in for pretty significant amount of damage. As she's standing on top of it, it kind of rears back, and she just barely keeps her footing, but she's still standing on top.
Am I still in its mouth?
Yes. And
Does-
crushed up against the wall.
Does the griffin get to attack? It has some nice little feelings.
I don't think it does. They're just for transport.
That's
That's lame. It's greed.
It rolled poorly.
Okay.
All right. That is it for the Griffin Cavalry Knight.
Okay, he's still flanked, yeah? Because Sam's behind him?
Yes.
You're...
For your sake, yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna try and stab my short swords into his eyes.
Okay.
And
Well, first thing, actually, make a athletics or an acrobatics check to see if you can break out. I assume you want to try and break out if you can.
that would be nice.
You totally failed.
That's a
Sorry.
9.
Yeah, I rolled like 24.
Sweet. So I'm gonna try and stab it in the eyes,
Okay.
and then after I stab him in the eyes, I'm assuming there's room for me to, with my torso in his jaws, I can blast him in the mouth again with guiding bolt.
You're also in like immense pain from being pinned and crushed and chomped.
Is guiding bolt
Adrenaline.
concentration?
No, it's not. You know what?
She gets angry when
What
kids
does
get
grapple
hurt.
do? Hold on.
Grappled.
Your speed becomes 0. You can't benefit from any bonuses to your speed. It's mostly just speed stuff. Fine. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Go ahead. Stab it.
So, and since it's flanked, I get advantage on
Yeah.
just the stabby one,
Yep.
not the spell. That is a 19. We'll see if I can go for a 20 on the first strike. Nope. So 19 on 1. 11. 2. So 19 plus 6
Hits.
definitely hits. And 11 plus 6, 17. Does that hit in the eye?
No.
Okay. So for the sword.
Got these itty little beady eyes. Like a doll's eyes.
Soulless.
Yeah.
That's 9 points of damage from swords.
9 from the swords.
Yep, and then cast guiding bolt. That is a 19 for guiding bolt.
Hits.
Chris is like, well, that was fun.
16? No, what? 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 2 is 10. I don't know how I got 16 there.
Points of damage?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't add your spell modifier to it?
Do I have my spell modifier? 'Cause for me, it just says it's 46.
Oh, okay. Mine has my spells have some of them. My sword would have a modifier.
You know
to
what it
it.
says? On a hit, it takes 4d6 radiant damage. The next attack roll made against it has advantage.
Failing. How do you want to do it?
Woohoo!
I would like its skull to explode.
So
Please.
you get a stab in with the first sword. The second one bounces off, feeling a bit of desperation, the air starting to get crushed out of your lungs. You harness up as much magical energy as you can, shove it up into its mouth, and you can see the radiant energy just coming out like the back of its skull. And with each successive blast, you feel its grip getting lighter and lighter across your torso, as eventually it completely just flops down onto the ground, a pulpy, bloody mess.
Can we get it mounted?
There's
The
nothing
skull
to mount.
got
Its skull
destroyed.
is gone.
No, but like there's still part of it there. Like the jaws are still attached,
You
right?
shot it through like the nape of the neck, so the skull does technically still exist.
Can we get it mounted and put it in the bar?
Yes. Sure.
Okay.
I need to heal.
Like, yes, you can have whatever you want. Or you can have it in your room.
That's true too. Yeah.
Or
No, we're gonna put it
put
above
it
the
up-
hearth.
How about the front door?
Above the
All
hearth.
who see.
Speaking of its skull, Shava, have you reverted back to your druid form yet?
As long as there's no more monsters.
To the best of your approximation, there are no more monsters.
Okay, then yeah.
Griffin looks pretty mean, but
Is the
So-
griffin's name Griffin?
Griffith.
it's Eric.
Yeah.
Eric?
Eric the Griffin.
I love it.
So, Shava, it caught your attention that not only was its skull marked with the insignia of the Xanathar Guild, but something particularly strange seemed off about it at
Swear to
first
God, if
glance.
it's my father.
Taking a closer examination, you specifically notice that the normal Xanathar insignia has 10 spokes around the circle. You know, it's whole dot in the center, 10 little spokes off of it.
Okay.
This one's only got 6.
So either someone is making it look like it came from the Xanathar and doesn't know how many spokes it's supposed to have, or it's something else.
8. Sorry, misspoke. 8 spokes instead of the normal 10.
I don't think it would be that or that.
As you guys are kind of working yourself
Would it
back
be
up.
history check?
Yeah,
It would be a history check. Oh, let's get
or
our-
insight.
Okay, we'll do insight. I do have better on good than that.
Can I cast Healing Word on?
Don't know crap.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to ring any bells for you. Poor guess.
Can I cast Healing Word on? Cast it twice. Once on Faley and then once on Mr. Dude.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
D4.
You feel a little rush of energy, a little pep in your step.
Chitlin run home.
D4?
Yeah, it's a D4.
The child is like poking its head around the corner over there. There's an arrow near where your elbow is, and he would have tried to leave there, but he kind of poking his
What'd
head
you
around
roll?
the side.
I rolled a 3.
Plus 5.
Yay!
And then 9 for the Mr. Dude here.
Okay. And he comes back to consciousness and holds his hand up to you and says, "Many thanks.
Shake his hand.
I need help."
Oh. I'm gonna help him up.
Great. Wait, I'm my pleasure.
Your boy's over there and like point in the direction he ran off in.
He made it.
Yes.
Thank the gods.
No, thank Faley. Nope, Sterling. Thanks, Sterling.
Yes.
Thank someone.
Thank you all.
Like a grandfather that can't remember what grandchild you are.
To be fair,
He's
he
still
was
living,
pretty
he
much
can't
dead.
tell us apart.
And as you guys are kind of like taking charge of the situation here, the cavalry rider has gone over to her griffin mount to just check on it, calm it down a little bit, unrustle some of its feathers. And she takes her helmet off and puts it down to her side and kind of like shakes her hair loose and starts walking over to you. That was some fancy fighting.
Thank you.
Quite impressive.
That's what we do.
Well, we appreciate that.
What's the matter? She's getting fed in like 3 minutes.
Ow.
Probably a little testy. Tell me what happened here.
That thing came out of the ground and we took action. Well, I don't know what you would have expected otherwise.
No, sir, you
Okay, good. I
They
don't
killed
wanna
the
be-
herald.
do not
and-
mistake my intentions. You are not in trouble.
Okay, I don't want to be
The
in
the
trouble.
city's in your debts as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you.
And as you guys are kind of catching your breath and everything, more members of the city guard are starting to approach. And they're kind of all waiting on this cavalry rider to kind of test the waters. They seem to be kind of a hierarchy, and this rider is higher up on the totem pole, so to speak. Tell me, do you know anything of this beast's intentions? What caused it to go berserk? I've never seen such a creature.
Just
popped
came
up
out of the ground and ate somebody.
Ate the herald and then started ripping off, and we chased it.
And what do you know of the insignia mark on it?
I recognize it, but I don't know where from.
Experienced around town, are you?
We're kind of new to the city.
You guys have been there for like a month-ish. Yeah, I'd say that's still fairly new.
And considering we've also been in like underground cave thing for a little bit of it.
Right. Well, as far as I'm concerned, the city owes you a debt. Now, I'm authorized to either give gold payments, or we do have a small armory of used possessions of a magical inclination that you might be inquired to.
I like that idea.
You
What-
sounded
what
like
does
you
that-
just
what
got a
does that
little
mean?
chub.
A little bit, yeah.
Like by what means?
Well, the thing is that when we reprimand criminals and they have particular items, our staff certainly can't be charged with holding some type of magical scimitar or any type of quarterstaff with magical properties. They blow themselves up, but
Are we able to see what you have to offer before we decide on one?
it's not in my armory. But if you were to go blah, 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 there's a tower about 3 blocks north of here where you can find a member of the city guard and a member of the Black Robes, and they'd be happy to show you.
Rapunzel and have long golden locks.
What's that?
Is her name Rapunzel and have long golden locks?
How'd you know?
Why, yes!
It's Rasputin.
You can take a look at their arms. I'll give you... She starts scribbling a little notepad. Tears it off to you. 1 item from the magical armorer.
For each of us, or
One
just
to
one item
share.
in general?
1 to share.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Or
How
What's
much
the
gold would we get if we decided to go that way?
I'm authorized to give up to 300 gold, and I would say that that's fair compensation for this act. Especially considering, and she notions over towards the small child and father lovingly embracing each other.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for
I think the gold.
what you're
We
offering.
can finish our
Do we
meal.
want to see at least what's in there? You never know.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, we'll check out the magical armory.
And she's not making us choose right now, and we have the option.
Do you guys do the cattle arm too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So because you guys, that's why
Yeah, we actually do
started
it because of you guys.
and it started to. Well, they're like conditioned with a couple different things. The alarm.
And when I flick on the light
We
in the
flick
living room,
on
or the kitchen
certain
light,
light.
they go running in there.
And then we have a night light, which is just a string of LED lights.
Because
for
Leonard, he wouldn't go to his dinner, his
Pretty
dish,
much dark.
because it was dark.
Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The night lights that we put throughout the house wasn't enough for that because he didn't have one right by the water dish
So
and his food dish.
so like in the morning when I'd get up for work or something, he would run out with me and wait till I turn the kitchen light on and then go eat.
Baby.
Yeah. He'll go out there if he has to now in the middle of the night, but most of the time in the morning he'll wait for us to go to the bathroom, shower. He'll
And he
sit
sits
in the bathroom
with
while
us.
we shower, and then he'll go through the
Oh, I'm
rest of the
sorry.
house as we turn on lights.
Baby.
So,
I'm gonna take a real fast.
okay.
If you missed that, Edward's going pee.
Want chops?
Now Chris wants chops.
Figured I'd talk to the recording.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said in case you missed that, Edward's going pee.
Very important for the continuity.
Yeah. Just because I want to do it at least once. What is it?
It's cursed.
What is it?
8.
Okay, that wasn't very good.
Try again.
No.
You can't just use another
17.
dice tower.
Sure you can.
This
Thanks
thing
for
is
this.
really cool.
Thanks for deciding to hang out and play D&D instead of watching the Super Bowl, guys.
I don't watch football.
Go sports.
He probably doesn't care unless his team's
Also,
in
this
Super
year's
Bowl and they're never gonna.
Super Bowl doesn't sound like it's gonna be great.
I don't even know who's
Cincinnati
playing.
Bengals and the Los Angeles.
Was it Rams?
In the
Rams.
Scratcher
I
Sports
saw
Bars.
somebody wearing a Rams shirt.
Yeah, it's the Rams and the
Yeah.
Bengals. I'm like, I haven't seen either of them in a Super Bowl in like.
I don't think I knew that they
Ever.
existed as teams before this.
I
His
knew about the
teams are
Bengals because my
Browns.
sister was like, if I had a team, it would be the Bengals for purely aesthetic reasons. But she thought the jerseys looked really cool.
I would choose them
That's how I
because I
feel
love
about the
tigers.
Dolphins because I like the teal.
I'm assuming someone used the tower and they shot the die out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
It definitely did not go flying across the floor.
Chris, if you guys want, you guys can keep that one.
That's okay. I am.
I seriously have 3
conservation.
more at the house.
One of them was something, or somebody returned because
No, it got lost in shipping.
no, the one that's
Aw.
multicolored and they didn't like the
Oh
multicolored.
yeah, one's bone white with a red skull cap. Because the person didn't like the color.
Sucks.
Like it's like red, like right here.
It was when he first started where he said that it could be
Multiple colors.
and
they were like, oh, multiple colors. I don't want it. It's like whatever.
they thought it was just going to be one solid color, but he had ran out of filament. So.
Gotcha. So, as you're speaking with this guard member, she either offers you the gold or the magical items.
Can we look at the items first and then
we want to see
decide?
the item.
I suppose that can be arranged.
Thank you very much.
And she'll kind of whistle over to the other guard member. She's a lot better at whistling than I am. So she makes a nice loud whistle to the members of the city guard to start hoisting, like getting a couple of planks underneath this thing to try and hoist it up. And it's taken like a team of 12.
Can I be a socially awkward weirdo and start hacking its head off because I want this phone?
Are you going to explain what you're doing, or are you just
Yes.
going to go over there with a machete and just start going?
We want our prize, thank you.
I am going to go up to her and ask her what her friend's name is.
We've already established that it's Eric.
No, you changed the name like 4 times.
Well, maybe it doesn't even know its name.
I mean,
Its
you
name
could
is
ask.
Ah!
It's a griffin. You could ask him.
All names for animals now are what I think that they sound like. Its name is Ah! No,
Screech.
Griffin's name is
Griffin.
Griffy. But it's really proud and stoic. I am the great and honorable Griffy.
You could just be Griffin.
No,
My cousin's name's Griffin.
I know.
Griffith.
Griffin's awesome.
I know.
This is Griffy.
Griffled. Griffled.
Griffopotamus.
There we go.
Garfield.
Garfield.
Do you actually wish to speak to it apart from asking its name to watch me sweat?
No. I just want to know its name. I want to be its friend. I want to be all the animals' friends. except
You
for once
you,
it
you start to
kinda-
like reach your hand up and it snaps you. Don't touch me.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. You can't do that. You gotta bow and you feed it ferrets.
No, that's a.
Make an animal handling check. So you start slashing and hacking at this thing, and like as you like bring your glaive down with each successive stroke, like your face gets more bloodied and droplets spraying everywhere, and the entire rest
You're
of
just
the
very excited.
the rest of
That definitely looks
the
like
town
Buckley.
guard members like just start slowly taking a step.
Take this and this. Got it.
So yeah, with sufficient amount of time, I'd say it's probably like a 2-hour job, but you are able to eventually decapitate the great beast.
You
Now I'm
done?
gonna have to drag that.
So,
You could probably pay some of the guards to keep watch.
Probably maybe they'll pay the
Pick it
guard
all
to
the way
take
back.
it back to Troll Skull.
Yeah, I probably could.
I'd say that's a 10 gold delivery fee.
It's worth it. Do we know any taxidermists, guys? Or we're
Bloody
just gonna have
stuff being dragged through the streets, taking the same path that it carved to get here. What a macabre world.
I mean, we just left a market full of people, so maybe there was a tax.
That's gonna be nice and traumatizing for anybody that decided to stick around.
Question.
Can we ask the guards if they know of any taxidermists in the area?
Why, yes, there's Greg's famous taxidermy on 8th and Delzerin Street.
perfect.
What?
Sweet.
God,
Could you perhaps?
50 gold, he quotes you.
What
That's actually a
dude
steal.
that's working for us? Where did he come from? What was the gang?
The
Drow?
beggars?
Nope, the guy that works for
The
us.
Drow.
Xanathar.
No, the Drow.
Oh,
Oh,
The drow is the Centaur.
the drow that is working at your tavern is what
Yeah.
you're asking about. His
Yeah.
name is Pether.
No.
Hold on, I got
He
you.
was from
I got
Wesley
you.
Park.
I got you.
He was previously associated with the Gentarum.
I'm just curious if he could recognize the symbol and what it means.
Because it's the Xanathar symbol, but it's just missing bits. Which
But
leads
he might
me to
know.
believe that
You guys
might
will have an
be-
opportunity to go back to Troll Skull before
that
the
it
end
might
of
be
the
like
night.
Zentarum trying to pin this on
Yeah.
Xanathar.
Who knows? He might know.
What was the town crier yelling about right before he got eaten?
Something about
Blood in the streets.
Yeah.
Xanathar gang
Just-
comes to power. It was specifically mentioning the Xanathar guild.
yeah.
Okay.
So it sounds like it was a setup.
So, you've decapitated the beast. It is being carried to Troll Skull Manor. If you want to have it taxidermied, I'd say that can happen over the course of 2 weeks for 50
Okay.
gold. Are you paying for that?
I've got 42 on me now. Does anyone have
I
one
have
extra?
38 on me.
38. You want to go halvesies on it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Over the course of the next 2 weeks, it's not being taken to Troll Skull. It's being taken to Greg's taxidermy and pizza services.
Oh, pizza services.
Um,
The excess meat he pulls out of the pepperonis, man, guys.
The brain's already freshly cooked.
Eventually, the Griffin Rider walks and escorts you guys to the Blackstaff's tower, which are like these magical towers that are kind of set up as outposts for like the next rank above the Griffin Riders to come. They're like the truth sayers. They can cast the spells. They're the judge, jury, and executioner, basically.
On the way there, by chance, did we get to like stop off at like a fountain or something? Because I'm sure Faylee is literally head to toe coated in blood.
Actually, yeah, you are.
Because if she got crunched around the middle, her legs are covered in her blood, her whole top half is covered in beast
I would
blood
say
and bits of armor and.
there's probably I'm sure there's a bathhouse that you guys could stop at
Okay.
and just take a dip in real quick.
Just
5
dive in.
minutes. Hey, can you guys wait out here for a minute?
Actually, really pristine still, because like I was in radiant mode like the whole time I hit
You are
it.
pretty boy. Well done. So, you guys are on your way there. It is a large black painted tower of cobblestone. Pretty intricate. It's kind of lit up by these floating orb kind of globe type things. And Sabra, the woman, the Griffin Rider, gives a special
Hey.
and eventually, and it opens up to reveal a large hooded figure. And it's interesting, the hood that they're wearing actually obscures their face with like a magical energy to completely block it out. No, it's not like obscuring them, it's obscuring their face. Like, it's a black silhouette in front of them.
So like a beekeeper's mask, but spooky.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yes. These heroes just saved many of our citizens, and I believe they've got quite a bit coming to them. You're asking for the armory? Yes. I believe that they are owed a great debt to our city. Fine. I need everybody to roll a D100 for me.
Okay.
I can do that on D&D.
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. Instead of breaking out my big metal die.
Is there a custom one?
It's the two next to each other.
So
Wait, what does it mean if I do the 10? Is that 100?
That is a 0. That's not a bad thing.
I rolled a
so
39.
I'm rolling.
Wait, are we
Okay.
rolling just the 100 or also a D10?
It is a 100 and a D10.
Yeah, it's both.
So
at the
yeah,
same
Christian
time.
roll both of those things.
Is this a D10? Yeah.
So
I got an
47.
Okay, I'm gonna do these one at a time.
Wait, did you lie to me? Because I have a 00 on here.
Yeah, that's a 0.
You should roll. Yeah, you
Well,
rolled.
what's the 10?
At 1. 10?
10.
So you rolled 18.
Isn't that my D100? I don't know. I'm
Yes,
so
it's your
confused.
D100.
Okay. Never mind.
What you have on the table right now says 18.
Yes.
10
Okay.
plus 8.
I'm just an idiot.
No worries.
No.
Alright, so 18 nets you a beautiful, magical looking shield. It's kind of like a large buckler. It seems particularly sturdy. For technical reasons, it is a shield plus 1. So it gives you the normal benefit of a shield, which is plus 2 to your AC, but another one on top of it, which is what Phelan's basically busting her ass to make right now. So that is one option. The second option is, I need anybody else's number.
39.
39. That would be Gauntlets of Ogre Power.
Oh, guys, I need it.
What is it?
You never fight hand to hand though.
It increases your strength across the board.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next number? I can get you specific details on that in a second.
Okay.
47.
47 is a beautiful looking ornate rod, which I'm going to actually have to look up for you.
Like a magical rod kind of situation?
It's called the Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Okay. And mine was a 98.
Are you writing down all of these options? Mm-hmm. Of course you are. 98. That is whatever a Stone of Good Luck is.
Woo!
Alright,
Do
so
we need that?
Can I get the gauntlets?
you
Do
are...
they have to be worn as a pair?
Oh, that'd be.
Yes.
Oh. I'm gonna look that up real fast just to see if he's just playing
Well,
semantics
if
here.
you can find it faster than I can.
Because if it's a case of like, when you wear the gauntlets, you get plus like 6, then we could split it up and each get plus 3.
Yeah. Ogre strength, right?
Gauntlets of Ogre's Power.
Oh. Your strength score is 19 while you wear them.
Oh.
No effect if your strength is...
That literally doesn't help either of us, really.
It would help me,
Okay. Unfortunately, the rod is mostly useful to warlocks.
Oh,
Okay.
so we don't want that.
Nope.
Nah.
Can I read it?
Yes.
Yay.
What's the good luck stone?
What did I call that? A Stone of Good Luck?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Keeps it simple.
While holding this rod, you gain a bonus to spell attack rolls and to the saving throw DCs of your warlock
That's cute.
spells.
It's a cat!
Stone of Good Luck. When this polished agate is on your person, you gain a +1 bonus to ability checks and saving throws. That's pretty good. So that is another option.
That's not a bad option to have.
What was the other one? Gauntlets of Ogre Strength.
Power.
Thank you.
I said it just makes your strength 19.
That's what most gauntlet type things do. Gauntlets of Ogre Power. Yep. 19.
And then a shield plus 1.
Or 300 gold.
If any of them.
Which is more, you can approximate, which is more than what any of these would sell for if you try and flip them over at Puma Souls.
But I like the gauntlets because then I'd actually be more useful in a fight. Just saying. Because then I would have nice hammer time.
But is your hammer strength based?
Oh, that's actually a good question.
Because that would be something
A
important to
warhammer
look
would
at.
be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's strength based. So it put me from +5 right now on my warhammer to +8.
No! What?
Yeah.
+8? Oh, for your attack roll.
Yeah.
Not your strength modifier.
No, yeah,
Okay.
no.
Alright.
I'm at a +2 on my strength modifier. I have a 14 in strength modifier right for strength.
Yeah.
It's up to the collective, so.
I'm just trying to decide if
Question.
gold would be more beneficial to us for.
How much gold would we, or silver, honestly, would we bring in if we get the tavern up and running?
That is something that you guys won't really know until you actually do it. And it also depends on how much time you spend there. Because you can spend your time adventuring, or you can spend your time owning the tavern.
We can hire people.
You can, but that will cost more money.
I have a question.
So there is a trade-off.
Could I retire my character at the tavern and build a new character?
Is that something that you honestly think that Horagast would do?
No.
How much would this ogre thingy bajigger actually cost if he were to try and...
Or perhaps use the money instead of using it to finish the tavern. We could use it
Did you look
to
up
buy
the
something else
amulets?
and
Or the
possibly buy
gauntlets?
things for all of us, like healing potions.
Yeah, but it doesn't give me a price on them.
No, it won't. But does it say rare, uncommon, very rare?
Uncommon.
The best you can approximate is anywhere between 200 to 400 gold pieces if you're trying to flip it and sell it somewhere.
No, I'm saying if we want to buy one.
Oh, if you want to buy one at Pumat's,
Yeah.
somewhere between 200 and 400.
It also requires attunement too, so that means I'd have to.
You can only attune to, I think, 3 items at a time.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's a problem for you
No.
yet.
I'm fine either way.
Because with the 300 gold, we could definitely get. I think we'd get the tavern up and running at that point, right?
Yeah. I think that would finish up the repairs.
I think so.
We just need to get vendors at that point.
Which you guys have already found contracts with at the market.
Yeah.
We didn't roleplay it, but you guys found
Yeah.
a butcher, you found a meadery, or whatever. If you plan on brewing your own supplies, then that would be something that you can purchase additionally. But
I think we were
We
talking.
already
We
paid
got,
for the brewing
Yeah.
supplies last time.
so you plan on brewing your own ales?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
I didn't even know you
So-
started playing music.
as much as I'd love the gauntlets, I think we should
I
take the
know.
gold.
I
You didn't
just
miss
didn't. I just didn't.
What did you end up doing?
We're taking the
We're gonna
gold.
take the gold.
Okay. Fair enough. Waterdeep thanks you all kindly.
Waterdeep, you thanks kindly.
Yep. And as the robed wizard turns her back to the door, the feathered knight kind of pulls you all a little bit closer. Says, "You're not going to get the appreciation that you need from her, but you can at least get it from me." And she hands all of you a license of flight.
Wait, so I was supposed to have a license to fly before?
What's that?
Was I supposed to have a license to fly around before?
Not if you can naturally fly.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you try and do like sketchy shit up there,
Yeah.
there are like traffic
Oh, yeah.
patterns in the sky for the Griffin Cavalry.
I mean, I haven't really gone up very far at all anyway, so.
Right. You've flown under the radar. But technically, you shouldn't be doing that, especially if you want to keep a low profile. You'd be questioned if you jumped up into the air.
Okay.
This now legally enables all of you to pretty much do within whatever.
Is this considered a custom item?
Yes.
Okay. How do you spell license?
LICENSE.
Yes, got it right.
Or flight permit.
I'm gonna just do flight permit because I didn't hear all of that.
LIC.
It's too late. I already got flight permit to it.
You might still be stopped and questioned about your comings and goings, but you're not going to get arrested for taking off in the middle of the city.
I can't fly yet.
Yeah, me either. I don't think I'll ever be able to.
But you can buy items. I was kind of hoping like there'd be like a magic broomstick in there, but alas.
Could you imagine Failing on a broomstick? Just the jingling of coins everywhere as her chainmail flaps away.
Well, I'm wearing scale mail flying around. I can't imagine that's
A
quiet.
wind chime.
So, Valkyries, you've just eliminated this massive beast. Been paid. What would you like to do?
Long rest.
Yeah, go home, take a nap.
You're going to your tavern, or you're going to the Yawning Portal?
Probably not important. We've actually probably set up stuff with the vendors first to get everything else paid for the tavern, and then go to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to Troll Skull, paying off the remainder of your debt.
Break.
Which is all
Our
of
victory?
50, 80, 85, 10, 110, 130, 145. 145 gold is all we needed to
Are
finish.
we gonna split the rest of it between the four of us, or
You can put it in the bank, whatever.
yeah, that's fine.
So 145 out of the 300 is going to pay for everything in the tavern. That leaves 155 to split between four.
I thought we were putting that in the bank.
We can do either if we wanted to have like pocket coin.
I wouldn't mind having a little more coinage in my pocket right now because I'm getting a little broke.
That's 155
Yeah,
to
same.
pay for.
So I definitely, before we go and meet up,
It's
I wanna
38 and
buy
3/4 gold
potions.
pieces a piece, so 38 gold piece, 7 silver, and 5 copper.
So why don't we just do 35 a piece and then just put the remainder in the bank?
So
You're making me
what now?
do so much math.
Someone just told me how much is going in the bank.
15 is going in the bank.
Okay, thank you.
That gives
And then what
35 each of us.
35.
That paid for our taxidermy.
Yeah! And I earned 10.
Yeah!
You currently have 107 gold and 6 silver in Castle Enter Baking and Trust.
We're rolling in it, guys.
Alright.
Wait, you said we've been here a month. How long have we had the bank account? Do we
Like,
get interest every
Probably,
month?
no.
No.
Sam, please. You live for just complicating my life, don't you?
Out of love.
I know.
I could throw together an interest equation for you real quick. If
You're
you
already
want.
getting interest-free lending. You're not getting interest out of your checking account. So,
I mean, in reality, me negotiating interest-free lending makes your life easier.
that does, thank you. If this goes long enough for you guys to actually get into substantial interest rates, then we'll be playing until I die. So, you guys are stopping by Troll Skull to pay off your final debts. Broxley Fairkettle, your guild representative, comes and has a little bit of a chipper skip in his step as you kind of hand over the final fees and congratulates you all, wondering if you guys have decided on a final name.
I think we're keeping the troll skull,
We
right?
have no. I thought we were. Oh wait, yeah, we were gonna.
Because we were going to keep it
Troll
to the
Skull.
alleys, so it's...
Yeah,
'cause-
yeah. So Troll Skull. Do
Man.
we want to just keep it called Troll Skull
Troll
Manor, or do
I
we want
think
to say like
Troll
Troll
Skull-
Skull? Troll. I can't say Troll Skull.
Some
Troll
difficulties
Skull.
over there tonight.
Like, do we want to call it a tavern? Do we want to call it a brewery, an inn? Do we want what do we want to call it?
You can always change it down the road if you prefer.
We'll just call it Troll Skull.
Yeah. The troll
The
skull.
Troll Skull.
The Troll Skull. What? You should call it the Bulette Skull.
Ooh, gross.
Just have it right
They'll
on the
have
front
so
door.
many questions.
So, with a bit of a skip in his step, he turns heel, makes his way down the alleyway, and you guys have officially paid off your tavern.
Woo! I actually kind of. Okay.
How long were you waiting to do that for, Chris?
I just thought of it.
Okay.
Well done. So, congratulations. You are now debt-free property owners in the City of Splendors. You make your way over to the Yawning Portal
Go celebrate.
for a bit of a nightcap.
Go have a drink.
And the establishment is hopping with stories of bewilderment and last-minute life-saving escapades of all of these random miscellaneous bar attendees. But the moment that you guys walk in, you hear, "Sterling Silver!
Uh-oh.
Waterdeep's finest The Valkyries, everyone! And you see your old friend Three Strings
I was actually gonna ask if he was around.
commanding the entire crowd to just swarm around you guys. And you guys are like being treated like celebrities. I can't believe you saved me in my butt. That was incredible. I can't believe you latched onto that. Like, these people are going nuts.
Feels good.
What are you guys doing?
Attempting to type.
Be my normal Shava self and be like, eh.
Can I start
Well, to other
foregoing the
people.
tale of what happened?
You're gonna spin the web of
Yeah.
everything?
I'm just start just say because I was above everything, so I could see everything happening.
Make a performance check with advantage.
10.
Oh no.
10. You said performance?
Yep.
That's charisma. Charisma.
Charisma. It's my charisma.
This is a job for me, but that's okay. I'm shy.
On 11.
Except when I'm on stage.
So you kind of start telling the tale, but you get so excited and so hyped up on adrenaline because this happened like 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
And like you start losing the crowd a little bit, and Three Strings, the bard, kind of pushes his way through with his little feathered cap and kind of puts a arm around all of you and says, "Yes, yes, these are incredible stories. We'll get you a drink and then we'll hear a little more. Come on, part the crowd." And he kind of like whispers in your ear, "We'll get you a little training, buddy. It's okay."
That's it. If we level up again, I'm taking a role in Bard.
Oh boy,
You just gave it to me.
They are pretty great.
quite possibly. And Three Strings takes you over to the drink, buys you all around.
Awesome.
Whatever it is that you prefer, mead, ale, any type of liqueurs.
I don't know.
Chocolate milk.
That I'm sure that they can accommodate you. It's the largest bar in Waterdeep. Actually, your old friend,
Dad.
Bonnie. Wow. Yeah, your dad's taking shots at the end of the bar. No, your old babysitter, Bonnie, comes by and starts kind of chatting you up, and you, for the first time in a long time since you arrived, you feel a little like you can kind of let your barriers down.
A little bit.
I'm sure you're a little uncomfortable around people.
Oh yeah, I don't like big crowds. I prefer animals. I show her Blake.
So Three Strings comes and puts his arm around you.
Okay.
Not in a creepy way, but just like a... So, tell me, are the rumors true? Have the Valkyries found a place to roost?
It's the old manor, but we call it Troll Skull. The
Incredible.
Troll Skull.
Yes.
Entrepreneurial adventurers. Incredible. You've already got your theming in place already.
Does he know about my skull?
Yeah,
No.
Get it? It's
what have you heard? Like, what do you mean?
Well, of course, your patrons will come far and wide to hear the tales of the Valkyries. You see the swamp, or the crowd of people that you grew.
True.
Honestly, he's a pretty good tail spinner. We should talk to him about
Remember, we have a
Residency,
stage.
essentially.
a resident bard.
Excuse me?
Well,
You'll be busy running
Yeah.
the business and going on the adventures.
Unless you want to retire, Sterling.
Someone must cover the nest while the Valkyries are away hunting.
That would actually be kind of neat.
Well-
If Sterling wanted to stay and like be
That's
resident.
That's all up to
hierarchy.
you on
I'm
that
obviously
one.
not like pushing
I'll
you
think
to.
on it.
Yeah.
If you wanted to create a new character, you could say that Sterling
I'll think on it.
Because
stays to roost.
as much as I would love to do it with mine, I know he wouldn't do that.
Yeah, no.
He
Feel
needs to
like too much
explore.
of a little shit too.
Shava would hide upstairs all the time.
it would be her thing to do. But I'll have to think about it
Yeah.
though, because I really like Sterling. I think she's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Then go out and hunt. Why would you clip a Valkyrie's wings?
Ayo. Sorry.
So, I want in.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
that was easy.
All right.
And you start to notice that he kind of like pulls down his shirt just a little bit and reveals a harp-shaped tattoo.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
Okay.
My job here is a little less entertainment and more scouting.
Okay.
Certainly wouldn't hurt to have some friendly eyes keeping an eye on your place, especially if you do decide to advertise who you are.
Okay.
My understanding is you'd be painting quite a big target on your back, having this establishment.
Sounds about right for us.
Yeah. Kind of what we do.
Then it's settled. your resident bard, and I have my own troupe as well for when I'm feeling a little inebriated myself, so we can make it happen. We will discuss wages at a later date, but I am happy to be in your service. Dernan, I am so sorry I'll be taking my leave from your establishment, because I am getting sick of you anyway. So, another night of drinking, merriment. What is everybody doing? How are you guys all celebrating your victory?
Fayley wants to get into some shit and start some bar fights for fun.
Okay.
Can I?
Fisticuffs only, no weapons involved, just brawling for the hell of it. Just brawling for the hell of it, because she's got so much adrenaline right now. She almost got fucking eaten today.
Okay. So, we'll go to that. How is Shava spending her evening?
So I was gonna love my little new puppy.
Sure.
Off into the little corner by myself. And then when I hear,
people have their animals around.
Yeah, and then when I hear my cousin yelling from across the room, I'm gonna get a little curious and
Okay.
move closer.
Alright, that's fine. Make an animal handling check.
Okay. Don't fail me. Oh, hey, we did good. Not natural 20.
You're one good roll tonight, right?
No, I got a nat 20.
Oh.
She did.
That's pretty good. So in your time, you've pretty much trained this dog to be comfortable around the crowd that it's in. So instead of kind of like being scared and reserved, you've done enough to kind of nurture it and kind of make it feel comfortable in its environment, and you feel like in the future going forward in large crowds, it will have no problem. Or guest.
I want to talk to the bard about possibly expanding into bard, becoming a bard.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just feel like that's because my guy likes to research and learn things.
Sure.
I feel like that would be a good step. He offered to
Why
teach
would
me.
you not talk to Sterling? The person you've spent a month with.
She hasn't offered it.
I'm just gonna sink into my chair.
Oh, that's true. I shouldn't do that.
Rude.
I'm gonna sit at the end of the bar and read my holy book
Okay.
and just kind of relax and be nerdy.
You're not gonna fight with me?
If you draw me into it, I mean, I would, but
Okay, and how is Sterling spending her evening?
I am actually
Pre-bar fight.
I'm just pre-bar fight. I'm just gonna talk to Three Strings, and I'm gonna show him the cool new bottle that I got. And
That's incredible. A collector's piece. How did you come across one?
I found it at the market.
That's incredible. Is it one of your own making, or is it something that you've purchased?
I bought one. I want to play with it, so I bought it that way.
Wise. I've bottled up my own music before, and unfortunately it's been shipped and sold off, and I've
Weren't
never
you
heard it
trying
since.
to figure out how to do it though?
yeah, he just said he knows how to bottle
He
it.
bottled his own.
So that makes sense. Yeah, so you know how to
I
bottle
purchased
your
the services of having it done.
Oh, that's right. I could either pay for the services of making my own, or I could buy one that was already made.
You made the right choice. You'd never hear your tune again. Part of what goes into it, you lose the memory of it entirely.
Each one is
Oh,
different.
Oh.
Yeah.
Every time I play it, it's different.
I knew I liked you for a reason. So, bar fight. There is also the massive gaping hole in the floor that the yawning portal is known for, and people can get pretty ruckusy around there as people are deciding to head into the Undermountain on the large winch and pulley system. And as a daring group of adventurers, much less experienced than you guys, decide to head down there and start some cheers and everybody's erupting. Yeah, people are placing bets. And eventually you get an elbow to the nose.
Oh. That's not a good idea.
This is
Bailey been
not-
drinking.
Like you're all crowding around there. One's like, yeah, can you bam?
How big is this person?
From your approximation, how many drinks have you had?
How long have we been at the tavern?
Probably an hour, hour and a half.
4.
Okay.
Oh my
She's slamming them
gosh.
back.
Hell yeah!
It's mead. Mead's super easy to drink.
Very
Yeah.
It is quite delicious. Pour 3 strings that he'd cover you for the night. Well, you are going to pay him down the road, so I guess it all evens out. You get into a pretty swift bar fight. The guy in front of you looks pretty mean. Got like the whole mutton chops. He's kind of built like what you'd imagine, some kind of a blacksmithy kind of thing. A burly type. And you kind of like turn towards him. He says, "What are you going to do about it?"
Does he have a beard?
He has mutton chops. Drunk Fairly kind of just goes berserk.
Like,
Just starts wailing on him. I would say, depending on how tall he is, I think she would be the type to climb on a table and jump onto his chest, like knees into chest, and slam him onto the floor.
you're
and
not
just
near.
hold him there.
You're not near a table, but you're near like the lip of the well of the yawning portal.
Be careful.
Perfect.
Please
He's
be
gonna climb
careful.
up on that, jump
Please be
knees into his chest, slam him down on the floor, and just wail into his face.
I need you to make an athletics check, please.
Please don't
Oh,
fall.
jeez.
Please don't be
Ass
drunk
is
and
gonna
fall.
get pushed down.
No!
Hold on. I need my modifier. Hold on.
You still have an inspiration, I think.
I do still have an inspiration. That's a 7 without the inspiration. I'm gonna use it.
Technically, it would have expired, but you know what? This is fine.
Oh.
Oh, really?
It only lasts for an hour, I think.
Does it?
Bardic inspiration, I believe so.
I didn't write it down because I think I probably needed to.
Once within the next 10 minutes.
Oh. Well, whatever. It's fine.
Do you want to let me use it or no? I'm okay with not rerolling.
No,
Okay.
sorry.
That's a 7. As
So-
long as I don't fall in the pit. I don't
Successfully, you managed to jump up on top of the lip of the well. Unsuccessfully, you managed to try and knee the guy, but you end up just kind of like crowd surfing as everyone's like, yeah!
Oh my! This is
What are you gonna do about it? Be a celebrity, bitch!
As you like get carried off into the other side of the room, and you can see him like trying to
Bye.
wade through the crowd, but the crowd just gets thicker as they're like, "Is that Bailey? Is that really the? Can you sign?" And like, you just like, you just kind of like, you kind of like wink and wave at him as he's like being clearly pushed back against the crowd. So,
That's so funny.
day breaks. You guys decide to depart from the tavern, I assume, after a night of drinking, merriment, that kind of fun stuff. As you approach the Troll Skull Manor, you see a hooded figure that's kind of like pacing around the exterior of your building, kind of nervously, making their way back and forth.
Do they have arms?
They do have arms. They are humanoid.
Are they armed?
Make a perception check.
How far away are we from them?
Probably about 30 feet away or so. Like they are clearly like skulking in the middle of this
21.
road, waiting for something to happen.
21.
And mine is
21.
Mine's a 16.
12.
20.
Okay. So you've noticed that they do have
Faye's
a.
still super drunk. That's why she knows nothing.
Kind of like doing the arm around her thing.
Yep.
Yeah. So anybody that rolled higher than a 15 can tell that this person kind of has like a dagger at their side. This kind of feminine figure, kind of like hunched over, dagger at the hilt, kind of nervously pacing back and forth.
Can Faye be very tactless and just yell, "Hey! Who are you?"
I'm gonna put my hand on my rapier in the same fashion, just to be safe.
Does anybody prevent that? Like, put her hand over her mouth, or is this all going?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Well, they're waiting for us, apparently.
And they sort of like turn, pause for a moment, and start approaching, taking their hand off of their hilt, approaching, getting closer.
I asked who you are.
I'm not gonna take my hand off.
Eventually, she approaches, throws her hood back, gets down on one knee, and says, "My name is Lady Serial DeRollo."
Alright, well, not. Okay.
Did you make that name up or did you read it in the book?
No,
I'm sure it's in the book.
no, it is a made-up name, but I did not think it would go this poorly.
Okay.
She pulls her dagger from her hilt, holds it up, says, "You saved my life. I am eternally indebted to you."
Oh, this is the
I
one
didn't
from.
just save your life. I saved your
This is the-
face.
Okay. That took me a second.
This
Did you
is
say that in character?
Barmaiden! She's a barmaiden!
this is the woman who you did save
She's nobility.
in the necromancer
Okay,
cave.
I'm gonna
Yeah, but she's giving us her-
approach
she's a
her
life
and get
debt,
her off
is what
of
she's
her
giving
knee.
us.
Let's continue this conversation inside.
And that's where
Track
we'll
Bailey
end for
gives
the
me
day.
low battery Baymax vibes. We jumped out a window!
What is her name again?
Lady
Jason Derulo.
Cereal.
What-
And I'll come up with a different last
Can
name.
you spell it?
I think it's C,
Sariel.
and then the last name is
Thank you. 'Cause I would
D-I-R-O-L-O.
have spelled it cereal. Like cold
I love that you guys just locked eyes with each other and screamed.
Dirolo.
My life is
Yes.
a meme, so
Don't take our joy like that. Don't give her a last name.
Change to like Durlan.
She's gonna die in like 30 seconds, and you're gonna be like, oh no, Jason! Oh no, it's Jason Derulo! The body parts are thrown everywhere. And that is where we'll end it for this evening.